shit! I like threw Tab's thing away. Oh god!
What?
I like threw
Deleted your box.
your camera away entirely.
Oh,
Sorry. All right.
I've often thought about things like that too, but I don't.
yeah. Me too.
Everyone's camera froze while they were reacting to Cag screwing up, and please don't fix
I'm not frozen. It doesn't look like I'm frozen
good.
anyway.
I'm quite toasty actually.
But
Hey, everybody.
All right. So I think it is
Damn it.
much safer to.
Walk around in the forest in the dark.
That's not quite what I was going to say.
Okay.
But heading back to town because we're low on supplies, low on relative durability. If someone comes back, a raiding party in the middle of the night, and we're here, things could go very poorly. I'd rather put as much distance between us and the castle as we can. If you want to camp somewhere in the woods, that I think would be much safer than whatever is happening.
Suggesting. I mean, I was not suggesting that we tramp 3 hours in the woods back. We don't even know that we would make it back because we didn't come on a road. There's no road here. We tramped literally through the woods. So for us to go out in the dark through the woods, we are either going to be lost or attacked by some of those foul creatures.
I don't think we'll be lost. Tab, how much daylight's left?
It is settling. I mean, there's moons are coming up. You know, there's not much.
Moons
I have
plural?
cartographer's tools.
There's 2 moons.
Like,
Okay.
I believe I get some type of advantage for knowing the right way.
Say what now?
Cartographer's tools.
Do you have a map?
Yes. You think of what?
Best response.
Do you actually have cartographer's tools, or do you just have proficiency in cartographer tools?
I start with the tool and proficiency because of my background.
Well,
Failed merchant, it let me pick one. And I was like, remember I was asking you if I could be a cobbler, but then I don't wear
Yeah.
shoes? And I was like, screw it, I'll go with cartography.
I meant failed merchant.
I wear shoes.
Well, that's your problem. Hide your girly toes.
Oh my god.
I mean, you haven't been mapping exactly, but I don't know, you probably can, maybe figure out, recognize features. Maybe.
I can help guide us back.
It's getting dark, but,
I'm reasonably sure that I can almost certainly maybe get us back.
See? We have all the confidence in the world.
Do we? I mean, forgive me. I have a lot of confidence in Merkin's skills, but, navigation through an unknown forest in the dark doesn't seem high on the list.
Just because you don't pay attention to the landmarks when we're traveling somewhere doesn't mean everyone fails that.
Well, I think we should find a likely place close by, but far enough away that we won't be easily found, and bunker down for the night, and then try to reassess what's going on here before we head back to town, in case we need reinforcements for something.
What else are we going to look for here, though? It seems to me as though we have reached a dead end unless there is something I'm missing.
We're supposed to be looking for entry to mines, right? Right.
According to the battle map, there's a creepy doll in the room in that parapet next to the bedrolls. Maybe we should investigate them.
It's not on the... It's not really there.
That makes it even more creepy, not less.
Where?
Where did you see this creepy doll? Are you talking about? Is that Cass's avatar?
In the room, on the little like tower with the bedrolls, look between the two furthest to the right bed.
Oh shit!
That's a really
Okay.
good spot.
How the hell did you see that?
Because when I loaded this in Chrome, it's like zoomed all the freaking way in.
Oh,
That's-
I see it too.
I am never going to unsee that.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's not really there.
Why
Kat.
am I
Does that
in
make
this
it better?
room anyway?
I need to like move that off my screen.
Where is everybody?
Around. In a different room from you.
Clearly. I can't even see anybody. Why is it so
How about-
zoomed in?
How about you zoom out?
Okay, so it seems we've reached a bit of an impasse. Does anyone else have an opinion on this?
Yeah, the impasse is that we were asked our opinions. That's always the impasse.
I would rather not sleep inside the castle, but otherwise I would follow the group.
So how about we do this? I respect Alex's concern. So how about we begin walking towards the town? If we find that it becomes too dark to make reasonable passage, we set up camp.
Or we try to make it to the mine and then see from there.
I
Do we know
mean, I
where
just
the
don't
mine
think that we
is?
have 2 hours worth of daylight. That's my concern.
The quarry.
Oh,
So there are places to sleep in the quarry. Is the quarry more amenable to you, Alex?
I mean, if if we're there, but I think we don't have 2 hours worth of daylight. And it's at least a 2-hour walk.
This is
Well,
the
we're
first
not gonna have it by standing around here.
truth.
Well, I agree. That's
Worst
true.
case scenario, we stop, we make camp. We set up shifts to guard, and we move on.
All right.
Alright. We'll start walking. We'll start heading towards the quarry.
I'm all for heading towards that way.
Cam will keep an eye out for just looking for some place that looks amenable to camping.
So you're heading back the way you came?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's leading the way?
Mm.
Merkin, I
Well,
As in
assume.
finding the
Merkin.
way.
Market is gonna lead the way.
Merkin has perfect eidetic memory of.
Guide us back.
He's a nature savant.
Caleb's gonna
Give me
ride
a
on
survival
Probably
roll with
caused me
advantage.
I don't want to like get anyone's hopes up, but this might be spectacular or spectacularly bad.
I believe in you, says Nick.
Oh, saved by the
Oh.
correct algorithm.
Wow!
That's
Yeah.
Nick. I said survival.
oh
Jesus,
We'll take the roll. What's your
I
survival modifier?
I clicked wrong.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
the
take that
same.
roll. That's fine.
Yeah.
You have a 0 survival?
Actually,
Well-
my survival modifier is 2,
Alright.
so it would have been a 20.
22 actually. Alright, so you set off out of this ruined castle the way you came, following Merkin. What's the rest of the marching order?
Cam's on Stump shoulders.
Khalid will stay behind Merkin and kind of pull
I'll be-
Overwatch.
I'll probably be somewhere close to the front. But you know,
Guess I'm in the back.
So
What
Merkin,
could go wrong?
Alex, Stump, and Cam, and then Elspeth.
Yep.
So, can-
But I'm staying like really close to something
well,
Cam.
I mean, should Stump and Cam be in the back and Elspeth in between?
I mean,
I
you
mean,
don't have to
I
walk
don't
in
like
a
the
line.
idea
I mean, I
of-
figured you're kind of lumped together.
So we're actually
gonna
gonna
walk with
we're gonna
us.
walk in a V with
Okay.
15-meter spacing
Oh my
in
gosh,
between
here
each
we
of us.
go.
One side a little longer
Here we
to
go.
reduce drag.
Well, yeah, one side's a little longer actually because that's the grenadier.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealth.
Cam will nudge Stump out of.
Actually, I kind of wanna. I don't have. I mean, I've got a light on my foot. I can't stealth.
Do you have a lot on your foot?
You
Because
can
that's
leave your
probably
boots.
worn off unless Stump refueled it.
I remember
Refueled
I've been
it.
assuming that he's been recasting it for me since I
So is that the light you're going by? Cam's foot? Any other light sources?
Alex's foot.
Yeah, I'll just follow
Yeah.
Alex's foot for now and stumble my way.
She's in the middle, so you know.
I have
I'm
dark
not
vision.
really in the middle. I'm kind of.
Speaking of feet.
Samesies.
So you set off. You know, it's starting to get dark. You know, it's a late afternoon, fall day. Somebody roll me a d20.
Hi.
Not gonna be me.
Felix has a little person there.
And you seem to be making it pretty good back. You know, it's a little overcast and it's not really covering anything. You can still see the moon's kind of shining. They're half mast, I was gonna say, but that's not entirely true. That's not the right word.
How many masts?
Two masts at half.
Yeah.
And you probably get about 45 to 50 minutes on your walk, unassailed or anything before sun's gone. You're walking basically by.
Alex's foot.
I was gonna say torchlight, but footlight, and what you can see from the moon's shining.
I'm gonna be keeping a listen out since I can't see anything for anything that sounds out of the ordinary, or just kind of keep an eye out for what I can see.
Yeah, and it's being dark, kind of darkish as you're pressing on. It's a little slower going. You gotta kind of watch your footing in some spaces. There's no terrain, flattened out. Underbrush, bushes, logs trip over, such. But you're making space. I assume you're pressing on.
Yep.
I guess.
So you get about another half hour or so through the forest, and you can hear this howling in the distance.
How far?
Does it sound like friendly howling?
Yes,
It sounds like friendly
So
howling.
very friendly.
How close does this sound?
It's in the distance. It's
Like, I mean, in the distance is.
roll a perception check, I guess.
And what direction is it from us? Is it behind us, to the
Yeah.
right, left, in front?
Yeah.
Perception checks.
Oh
Working
my
on
gosh.
it. 22.
I don't even know if I should bother rolling this. Let's see. Okay, I'll take that.
It seems to be coming kind of,
I'm guiding us where we're going. But I
you're
don't
going
know.
south, so kind of from your southeast-ish.
So it's from the direction of the mine or the quarry.
Quarry should be fairly straight south, but a
But
little off to the
it's-
side.
And how far did you say we'd gone? I mean, long.
You've been about an hour and a
About
half.
an hour and a half.
Whoa.
We got about another
But
half
you-
hour.
But you're not making the same pace, really, as you made coming.
Yeah, I mean,
there at
it's
this
going to
point.
be slower because we're just stumbling around in the freaking dark.
I'm not. I'm riding on Stomp's shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Stump is stumbling around in the dark.
No, he's
because
not.
none of
Riding
us-
on Stump's shoulders and
Stump is
your
darker.
husband decides there's a low-hanging limb.
You'll warn me.
Will I?
Alex, you want to jump on my shoulders?
No.
You-
Alright. So,
I don't like the sound of that, but I don't think it's not coming from exactly the direction of the quarry, but not far off from there.
we're also not being very quiet.
No, perhaps we should think about that.
Wolves are typically afraid of torches. Wouldn't you say?
I know, but these aren't regular wolves, Merkin. I mean,
Oh, you can tell that from the howl now, can you?
I'm telling you about the animal life that's in this forest. I mean, you weren't with us when we encountered those putrid boars.
Boars.
They were definitely not right. And you were with us when we encountered those wolves that were not right. So, I'm just saying.
I know some people think the hay bale is empty. Some think it's got some hay in it. We know where you fall on the spectrum.
Nope, that's not right.
I
we go.
don't
That one.
understand, but okay. um, I don't know. I guess at this point, because I suspect, about how far do you think we have to get there, Merkin?
I crit the roll, so maybe the DM.
All right, from you made it. You made it. Probably about 2/3 of the way there.
Are there really fireflies?
Occasionally.
Elspeth's trying to catch fireflies.
Jesus.
Cam will too from Stepstone.
Alright.
Well, I know
Now you're going
why
real
we're
slow.
gonna die.
Wow, we're all gonna die.
Uh,
Hmm.
so we can either stay where we are and see if maybe they pass us by, or we
Well, they're
continue moving.
sort of to the. I mean, they're sort of to the southeast, it seems, and the quarry is due south. As I understand it. So, I mean, I don't know. They're not far off from the quarry, about from what I can. Hey, Tab.
Get up and you
Yeah.
Are they
another
about the?
room.
Are they? Does that noise sound about the distance of what I reckon the quarry is? If Merkin's told us we're about 2/3 of the way there.
I love that she
like-
used the word reckon.
But she said it in a posh British accent.
It was amazing. Like I legitimately.
I
liked it.
mean,
No, I
it's-
Do
didn't.
you
I
recon?
reckon.
You probably. I mean, you roll pretty high. I'd say you probably think it's closer than the quarry. Not like the quarry distance. There's still a fair
Is it-
bit to the quarry. In that case.
So it's about the distance from us to the sound and us to the quarry, but just slightly off the course, right?
Sure.
I'm asking you, don't you know?
I
don't understand the question.
5 minutes setting the
I think-
stats.
I think the wolves are closer to us than the quarry.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll encounter the wolves
Okay,
first.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Well then, yes, I think that maybe perhaps we should track a little bit further south.
If
Yeah,
I
still
ready
had-
my action, will I get an advantage on my initiative roll?
No.
Did we turn off the stove?
Yes, I think so. I'll go double check.
I mean, if you're standing there, you're preparing for a fight, you won't get surprised. If that.
I'm thinking that, you know, at this point we are most of the way there. I mean, should we try to make it? I think the wolves are closer to us than the quarry is, so we need to be careful. That
You
we
can
don't
hear it
go
howling again in the distance, and there's like a response, kind of to your east.
Yeah, and they're communicating.
But that's what howls are for.
I know. I don't like it. I just don't know. I'm not comfortable with camping or continuing. So, but we have
Alright.
to do one or the other. So.
You stay here. We'll go on.
No, I said I'm not
And
okay with camping.
You stay
no.
here and be as loud as you can.
In fact, just start running east, and we'll continue south. All right. So really the choice is: do we set in an ambush of sorts and see if they end up trying to track us, or do we continue on under the understanding that we'll probably have to move slower so as not to be ambushed?
We move slower.
Yeah, let's move
If we
slower
stay
and
here,
quietly.
this jerk can be like, wolves just turn around, and then we waste the entire day.
Though I hate to say it, perhaps we should allow those of you who can see in the dark lead those of us who can't and get rid of the lights.
Are we under a dim light tab, or is it going to be like pitch black? You said the moons are up.
Yeah, I mean, there's moonlight. It's, after your eyes adjust to something, you can see, basic features.
Okay.
Stump, can you stop the lights on me?
We have good ambiance for this.
Because we're
And
growling in the background.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Loudest dog.
with your camera, it looks like the dog matches the pillow back there. All right, so we're moving slowly.
Yeah, I wanna.
So you turn out the light.
I wanna,
You're
I
kind
wanna
of
stealth.
holding hands, and who's leading the way then? He's
I
putting...
wanna stealth, and I guess if Khalid will.
Wait, you're gonna stealth? What
I
you're
would like,
separating
I would
from the
like
group?
us to stealth. No, but I would like us to stealth because I do not want us to draw attention. I don't think. I mean, I don't think we'll do well, but not all of us. But I think we should try.
We should try.
All right.
All right.
Everybody roll stealth, I guess.
Are we done?
Roll stealth.
What?
Cassie,
What?
roll stealth.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wait, I have disadvantage. Sorry.
You do?
Let me roll again.
Whatever made us to this point was the wrong choice.
It's
know.
like,
Oh.
I know we have Stump in the party, but let's make everyone else succeed so that his failure is complete.
Hey, Elspeth did good.
I did.
Hey.
I did good. Look.
Y'all all did good. I'm so proud. Oh,
No one.
Yeah, my 4 was stellar.
I'm learning from Cam and Alex.
But Cam's right on your shoulder, so I'll direct you.
No one suspects
You're
the
stuck
halfling on
on his
a
shoulders.
half orc shoulder.
I think that means they're just gonna see Stump. Somebody sees you. So you'll kind of bunch up a little, go in dark. Make sure you lead on. You can keep this, hearing this kind of howling off to the southeast. And there's somebody howling, and then there's a response.
Somebody, did you hear that? Somebody, we need to run.
And as you go on, there's more of these responses after a while. And it kind of goes from the east, to your northeast, to your north, kind of all around you.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I really, really am not happy about this.
All around us.
And you make it about 20 more minutes, and then you can see this glint right in front of you. Kind of as some light, kind of moonlight, kind of catches. It's probably about
Okay.
150 feet away, and then you can hear a howling just right in front of you.
All right. Well, is that 150 feet?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go in and lay on hands myself for the 4 HP I have left.
I am going to put my hand on Stump's arm and I'm going to send Ivan out stealthing.
Oh shit!
Okay.
He's gonna get eaten.
Creep closer.
All right.
Not like too close. Okay, so if they're like
Are you-
150 feet
You're
away.
looking through his eyes.
Yeah, let's go like 100 feet and see.
Roll does he have dark vision?
No.
We've discussed this.
Are you serious?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
But he does have advantage on smell, so can he smell?
Let's roll a perception with disadvantage, but we'll see.
Okay.
Oh! We're burning all our rolls
I
very
know.
early in
This
this.
is the highest I've rolled ever in D&D.
So Ivan kind of crawls off you and just kind of hops along in front of you while you're holding on to Stump, watching through his eyes. He's coming through underbrush, and he doesn't have to get far before you can smell Wolf.
Okay.
As he walks a little closer, kind of creeps closer, you can see the outline of a large, like, ragged wolf just sitting on the path where you're going, staring at you, basically.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And he
So-
looks, when you first entered town, you got attacked by wolves. One of them was rather large and ran away. Kind of looks like similar to, that size.
Okay. So is it looking at Ivan or is it looking in our direction?
Looking in your direction.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell them you're saying, there is a large wolf very similar to the others we've encountered, and it seems very intelligent. It's sitting on the path, and it knows we're here certainly.
So.
Stump pulls out his mace.
Yeah,
I'm going to ready my swords.
I guess I'm glaiving the shit out of this dude.
Well, maybe it wishes to talk. Just a suggestion.
Did she get hit in the head?
Listen, where I come from, there are very strange things in the woods, things that you do not think would be very intelligent. It is sitting there. It knows we are here. It hasn't attacked us yet. We have heard it talking to its friends. It is likely many of them know we are here. You treat me like I'm crazy, but one day it will pay off.
I mean, I can't fault her logic.
The logic that we should go talk to a wolf.
I mean, we've seen a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily expect to see since we've all come together. So, I mean,
Are you familiar with the stories of the werewolf?
No.
They're very smart, part human. I've never seen one. I don't know. They may be just myth, but there are many things that are, grounded in legend that have some truth to them in the real world.
I would like to illustrate to everyone here as we stand in the middle of the woods on a moonlit night that we are talking to an animal that has tracked us.
Khalid, you regularly speak to a being you have never seen and claim that is there and giving divine right to everyone. The wolf! I can see the wolf!
Ooh, burn.
That,
Are you leaving Ivan there, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
well,
He's
Ivan's
still
fucking
absent.
dead. Don't do that. He returns. He returns.
Too late, I already said it.
No, change your
Just
mind.
leaving Ivan sitting there. He's probably about, let's see, 50 feet or so away from him. And you can see this, if you're still looking. Are you having this conversation?
Yeah,
while looking?
the conversation I just abandoned.
Alright, so you can see there's a kind of motion. You can see the glint of the wolf's eyes just kind of catching the moonlight. And he stands up and he lets out this long howl. And there's this response, first from your right and then from your left and behind you. And you can, hear the wolves.
I don't think they want to talk.
I
Well,
don't know.
You weren't very hospitable, so.
And you can
I mean,
hear
perhaps they
this
do.
rustling
I think
in
we
the
should.
trees around you.
Are we running or fighting? Make the decision now.
How many HP do you have, Khalid?
I don't know what you're saying. What is HP?
How hurt are you?
Not so hurt that I can't run or fight. Let's do this.
Well, we're not gonna outrun wolves, okay?
I suspect not.
Well, we're fighting. Alright, so Khalid's
And we'll
gonna.
get down off of
You hear
Stump's
this
shoulder.
bark coming from your right.
Ready.
And
Turn to the right. Let's do this shit. Ah!
I want
Not surprised.
everybody to be on the map. Start with, because shit.
You can drag yourself onto the map, folks. BT dubs.
Now you're two over there. Oh, I'm the wrong layer. That's why. Alright. Stump.
Okay,
Working.
that's okay.
Alex. Who am I missing? Cam.
Question.
Yes.
Do I have Great Weapon Master right now?
Yes.
Sweet.
We just don't get our points, our hit points.
Your no hit points and spells, whatever.
Okay.
So, move y'all where
Have
you
your
want to be.
feats.
Used any of my second level spells when I left the other night?
I think he has firebolt and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't burn your.
Let's see what's. Hold on. Yeah, everybody roll initiative.
Of course.
God, roll 20. Cooperate.
Plus freaking 4, and I always crap.
I had my token selected, but it didn't use it for some reason. So I have a 9.
Merkin rolled a 21 for initiative.
I have 16 decks. It's really not that hard to imagine me being good at rolling.
Yeah, I have plus 4 to initiative. I have a 16 dex, but it doesn't help.
So I'm gonna be the only one who gets to do anything. So I don't have my new spells. Is that correct?
Yeah, you have your new spells. You don't have any. You did not refresh your spell slots.
So you can use your spells, but you don't get the spell slots you're supposed to have. Okay, gotcha.
Let's see where this.
So if you got an extra spell slot each, do you have those or not? I was out of spells before.
No, you did
Yeah,
not.
if you're out of spells, you're out of spells. But if you had a spell slot left, you could use your new spells.
Question. Since I don't fight with Ivan, do I need to put him on the board so he can potentially be eaten? Like I can,
Yes.
Okay. I can
Why would
have
you
him.
ask that question?
Well, because I'm trying to be fair.
He's literally trying to kill us.
Who? I'm on your side.
I didn't want to not put him. I'm not trying to cheat. I just also don't really use him. I don't know why it still says Raven. That's Ivan. Whatever.
I hate Roll20. Come on, come on.
This is important for an argument that I'm gonna have in a little bit. Do these wolves appear unnatural?
If you give me a minute, we'll see about that. Once Roll20 stops fighting me like a little bitch.
Oh shit!
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, we're about to be flanked hard.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's not where you are. Oh my god, Roll20, you are
So
really
there's a
pissing me off
giant
right now.
wolf coming, guys. Just so we're clear.
Okay, initiative. Initiative. There, thank you. Is everybody on the tracker? Descending. Alright. Alright. So, Merkin, we're gonna let you start, because, I don't know, but I think you actually have higher decks than these wolves.
Does Khalid have his shield or does Cam still have his shield?
Cam has my shield.
Okay.
What is the ground we're standing on made of?
It is forest floor. I mean, it's dirt.
Make a fort.
Loosely packed dirt. I know it's not a road or anything, so it's kind of covered in grass and stuff, but. So, actually,
Let me hand the baby to someone real quick.
Just go outside and hand him to a random person.
Put him in a windowsill and see if anybody picks him up.
Here, take this.
So as you all stand there getting ready, draw your weapons, you can see all these wolves kind of coming, just breaking out, barking from the sides of you,
Motherfucker.
breaking through the underbrush.
Well, I mean, I hate to say I told you so.
No, you don't.
No, you don't, or you wouldn't have said it.
Yep.
Oh my.
I mean, there's only
20 of them. 20 of them.
I mean,
That's not true.
10. It's 10 of them.
That you can see.
We've had these odds before.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
I only see 9. I don't know where y'all are.
Ooh, one more question.
Big guy.
Do I roll Ivan his own initiative or do I move him with me?
He goes
So
in your turn.
explain the map to me, Tad.
it-
Are they gonna just be able to walk through these trees, or are these
Oh,
trees
that's
blocking?
Yeah, you can make it between the trees. Do you know how hard it is to find a forest map, by the way, that doesn't have like a camp or like a pond or anything stupid on it?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to give me shape water.
No.
I would have made a boat. We would have.
That's for the mid of campaign when I'm pirate adventuring.
Cassie, he goes on your turn.
Oh, you guys on my turn?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
I thought it was my turn.
It is.
No, we're talking
We're
about
just trying to figure out who goes.
Ivan.
Alright, yeah, this is your turn. What are you doing, Merkin?
I'm.
What happened to Merkin? Right at the bottom.
You hit next, I think.
Yeah, okay. Well, weird. I don't think I did, but sure, roll 20.
Should I protect Khalid, or should I protect Caston?
I'm fine.
Yeah, there are two wolves with a straight run to you, and you're way down the turn order from.
It's gonna be great.
Why does Elspeth always roll like sub 10 initiative?
Cass is like, it's gonna be
It's
fine.
fantastic.
It's
I think it's
Yeah.
in character for her to be bad at that.
You're always gonna have an alt in the wings, you know? It happens.
Alright,
I
Mark,
think it might be time for fog cloud, guys. Hear me out. Hear me out. We're gonna get flanked into a blue.
you don't need to justify your actions. I mean, they're attacking you. You do what comes natural to
We're
you.
stuck with you either way, so just go for it.
I almost took one spell that like created a wind that blow away fog and stuff like that.
Can I?
Is she gonna...
That would have been
where I'm gonna put this
amazing.
thing?
Say what now?
Can I show you where I'm gonna put this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, it's a 10-foot radius. I'm making a mini fog cloud. That's also crowd control. So where that square is tabbed.
Okay, there.
So
Let me find some random picture to slap in that spot.
for 5 feet around that, anything that passes through it or starts its turn there has to make a strength save or be pushed back and take damage.
Okay.
And for a 10-foot radius around it, because that's loose debris, heavily obscured.
Alright. Let me... What crap do we have here? There's a nice rock. Okay, that's not how it goes. So... There's a dust devil. So... Every space around is...
You
What now?
So
give it a 10-foot aura.
And... This thing is really big.
So everything in that rectangle I drew, if something passes through it or starts its turn there, it takes damage, makes a strength saving throw, or gets pushed back the way it can.
That's... Okay, that's a little excessive.
And everything here in the larger box is heavily obscured because it picked up the debris from the...
Can't you just give it an aura?
That is an aura, yeah. I don't know if we
That's-
can see it.
You need to enable auras for everybody.
How the hell do I do that?
I think you just go to like players can see aura.
Where?
I'm not on my GM. I don't know.
I'll just put you all as controlling this thing.
Okay, there you go. Now we can see it. So, where you put it? That says
That's where you want it.
right here.
I kind of wanted it.
I mean, you
up,
can
one
move
up.
it.
Yeah, you can move it if you want.
Yeah, one like diagonal up and right,
Like,
just so it's actually.
yeah.
There we go. It's actually protecting us.
Who deleted it?
Me.
Why? No.
Because reasons.
Oh yeah, blaming roll 20.
Yeah, roll 20 should not let me do that.
When usually the issue is the users.
Karg rolled d6 damage.
What?
Nope, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. From mouthing off.
Khalid
Alright.
just randomly gets hit with a
Damage
lightning
portion.
strike.
Okay, so cloud heavily obscures here. Okay, so that's just basically a fog cloud there.
And if they get into the center of it, they get hurt and pushed back.
All right.
Into the 9 square center section.
Is that your turn?
I'm thinking.
So do
This
you not
sucks, guys.
do you not want to like put it so that part of like the party's obscured?
If I wanted to do that, I would have just fog clouded everything.
That's always an
There's-
option.
Because if you like
I
put
can
it
move it. I
here-
can move it on my.
Yeah, he can move it around if he wants on his turn.
Yeah. If you put it here, then it obscures like half the party.
I don't think that actually helps us. I'm using it to control space for the ones coming from the south. I'm gonna burn a sorcery point to firebolt.
Alright.
I'm gonna do the southernmost one on the right side.
This one?
No, on the ones to
Oh, the
ones
right
that are
side.
threatening
Okay,
Casta.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I put wolves there.
You could just delete them.
Yep, that's fine. You don't actually need them.
I can just add more so I remember them better. Cast disappeared.
Cast
but
that.
it's
We
cast
just
disappeared.
lost you.
I accidentally hit backspace.
11 to hit, maybe. I don't know. Character sheets. Does not hit.
Well, shit.
Is that your turn? You staying there?
I'm thinking about moving because this sucks. And
Can I always run up and attack?
No, I've used both my action, my bonus action. I'm done.
Yeah, but I mean,
You
prepare
can
for next turn.
move
Where would I move, Cac?
into the obscured area, so they have disadvantage to hit. Guy,
Oh. Whoop.
you're welcome.
Alright, that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Wolf. So. Character sheet. Okay, I need to make.
Kessa, stop it.
I need a second
Having
monitor.
issues.
Move speed. Alright, so. I put him too far away.
No, I don't have you on.
So these wolves come running up, yipping and barking and drooling and snarling
wait.
and whatever else.
This
do.
guy moved up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my reaction to attack him.
Go ahead.
Bet your ass I am. Ugly. That's
That
not
doesn't
it.
hit.
Alright, well, carry on. Carry on with your entire life.
Alex, turn.
Okay.
Is the barking a sound effect, or somebody have a barking dog?
I assume it's
I
Luke's
don't
as well.
have any sound.
And I can't see through this dust devil, can I?
No, it's heavily obscured.
But I could see where Khalid went.
I mean, you can see Khalid.
You saw where I was.
I mean, technically that would be a circle, I assume, not actually, you know. It'd be kind of hard to swirl around in a square.
You can uncheck the square part to make it.
That's true, I could probably make it a circle.
I want to. Okay, so I can see this wolf here. Right?
Yes, sure.
Alright, I'm gonna move. I don't want to shake. Guess I'm gonna move to the other side of it. I have enough movement for that, right?
You do what now? Just run down here and here and here and here? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
that. And then I'm going to take a couple swipes at it.
I assume just murder is about 28 or whatever you're gonna roll.
Yeah, since I rolled with advantage because we're flanking, right?
No, you're not flanking.
I'm threatening him.
You're not adjacent.
Damn it.
Well, it's fine.
Are you being just standing yelling threats at
Oh
him?
man.
I actually gave it the finger.
That
Not
doesn't
a
hit.
strong start, guys. Weird.
8, does that hit?
No.
Well, the 9 didn't.
Okay.
I think Leah didn't roll under 25 last time, so she has it coming.
Alright, I'm gonna
Law of
swipe with my
averages.
offhand. How much movement was that to get there?
Let's see. So you were there, right? So
Yeah, it was about
20.
20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit it again with my offhand.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks
That's the
God
pass you
that
went.
hit.
That hits.
Okay. 11 damage.
11 is enough to kill it.
Oh, okay.
Do you get the sneak?
Excellent. Yep.
Yes, because there's no other creatures within 5 feet.
Oh, that's right. That's such an awesome skill.
It is
So
great.
this wolf comes running up, and through the magic of D&D's turn order, you somehow circle around it while it's running up towards Khalid and stab it in its back from behind.
Amazing.
Kills it.
I just realized that when I come out of this debris cloud, I'm gonna be filthy. I'm gonna control like mold earth it off of me, but none of you guys get that. So
That's right. We have
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
So since you have now run up there, or is that your turn? I should say.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, so
you could move
this
one space over and be
Yep.
obscured.
Will I be damaged if I go into the dust cloud?
No, it's just
Nope.
dust.
Oh, well then I'm gonna move it to the cloud.
Gonna be real bad for your asthma though.
Wait, not there. Not that way. Yeah, there.
Alright, I'm gonna move into the cloud. Just inside it.
I'm super useful, guys.
So this
There.
thing is still gonna attack you.
I
Oh,
think
not
that
there.
one might. That one hurts.
If you
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
Leah,
Yeah,
if
don't
you
go
go there,
there.
you're damaged.
Yeah, it'll
Oh.
punch you in the face. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you end your turn next to that thing, big rock there.
So if you move away from that creature, it will get an attack of opportunity, or did it just move there?
No, she moved before it.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
just
so
was
right
done
about
her
right
turn.
there. It sounds good.
So he's still gonna go around and attack you.
But he can't see me, so
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
disadvantage.
6 to hit.
That would be a no.
Alright. More wolves coming from all directions. Yippee
God.
bark. Biting Cam. 22 to hit.
Why is my character
But
token
wasn't I
smaller?
like stealth? I thought I rolled a natural 20 on stealth.
He didn't disappear. Wait, are you still on Stump's shoulder?
No, she climbed down.
No,
She
I
said it
climbed
earlier.
down,
Okay. Alright.
but I was hiding behind his legs.
I assume 22 hits, so you take 6 points of piercing damage. This one. He can reach there. So.
This is gonna be fun.
Elspeth,
Oh shit.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Takes 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, we're all dead.
All right.
This one
As a reaction, I play dead.
is gonna slowly saunter over.
So you're gonna go prone.
No.
No, Ivan.
12 to hit.
What? No, let me see. Hold on.
I think that hits.
No, I'm pretty sure that hits. Whoa! Armor class of 13.
Oh shit.
Run like
Just
shit,
hide,
Ivan.
Ivan.
So this large wolf just kind of walks over casually over to this weasel and leans down to bite it, and Ivan jumps out of the way and scurries off at the last second.
Who says wizards can't crowd control?
Yeah. Question. Because I don't remember. Did we ever short rest?
No,
Fuck.
you did not. If we'll
Wait.
talk about it.
Wait, no. We short rested. That's not true. We short rested.
Oh yeah, you did short rest at one point. That's
Okay.
What,
So we have our channel divinity back.
if in royal we yes.
Well, stumping up.
Yeah, I think you used this just because you are short resting.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna grab something to munch on while you're killing Elspeth.
Oh man, alright. It's gonna go there. What is this? That's great. Okay, he has advantage on attacks. 15 to hit.
That hits.
9 piercing damage.
Oh man.
Elspeth.
Are you alive?
I'm hanging on, guys.
This one gonna go here.
Oh,
Attack
you
him.
gave me back the healing potion, didn't you?
Mhm.
Oh,
22 to
crap.
hit.
Yeah, if it
Take
hits
6 points of
before-
piercing damage. Khalid.
Fuck. Alright. I am moving here.
Alright.
And I have advantage on attack. I am attacking this guy.
Okay, which one was you?
No, you should definitely attack the one right on top of Cam, so that I can move away and help Elspeth.
Wait. Oh, you want to attack this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
6 seconds.
All right, I'm going. Glaiving. Glaiven.
That's an advanced conversation to have.
19.
19 to hits.
6.
6 points of piercing damage. You kind of slice its side, but it kind of yips and looks over, but it's still standing.
Okay, I'm pull on
Bloody.
mastering same guy.
You should keep stats of how many you kill with the front versus the back of your glaive.
So I did as much damage with the back as I did with the front.
That's enough to kind of crush it in the yaw and just kind of sends blood splatter all over stump.
Good. That's all I got.
And then it's Stump's turn unless you're moving.
No, I'm good. Stop. Oh, you.
I assume you're going around to the south there.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Actually, I'm gonna do that one.
All right.
Attacking the one on the bottom.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, you had advantage.
Yeah, you do. Although that hits.
But he might do a critical.
Probably dead.
9. It's not dead.
Ooh.
Crunch, and you can kind of almost hear like one of the legs snap as you hit it, but it's still in the fight.
That's all I got.
All right, more wolves. All right, so he would probably just run up here and attack Khalid.
Ooh.
15 to hit.
That misses.
All right. Raven, did we establish he does not have his own turn?
I don't know. I just rolled him, and then Kaig said you said he does have his. He does. I don't know. What do you
Okay,
want to
you're right after, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
do? Okay. He's just gonna disengage and run to me anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see, 5.
All right. Actually, I guess Cam would technically be before Elspeth, but it doesn't really matter. You can.
Oh, you can go before me. Go on.
See if she has higher dex.
Yep, I'm flexible.
This doesn't have much option, right?
Oh, I figured out how to do this thing. Look at me. I'm all savvy now.
You're my favorite person.
With her.
Oh yeah. We'll do it next turn.
Huh?
Nothing. I just realized the wolf knocks people prone.
Oh shit.
Nothing, he says.
But he-
We'll remember that from now on. What are you hitting? Next to you, yeah, it hits.
Yeah. The one that's on the...
That
Wait.
hurts him.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I do have advantage.
Oh, well,
Might crit him.
never know.
Oh,
Yeah, not crit him.
so
Not
close.
crit, but it was very close.
All right.
Actually, you rolled a 1 first.
Yeah, but it re-rolled it.
So you
bonus
slice at him, but
action? You do a
bleeds, so we don't-
cantrip as a bonus action?
if it takes a bonus action to cast,
Oh, no.
which I'm not
I
entirely
don't
sure
know
there
if
are
there's
any.
any that are like that, so... I don't have a whole lot I can do with my bonus action, so... Yes, I'll stand there.
You can inspire people.
She
No,
doesn't have any
I'm
left.
well out of those. Gotta rest. I'm out of everything, and I have no spells.
There's nothing about this situation that's inspiring. Okay.
Elspeth.
Okay, I'm going to have Ivan run to here.
Disengage and run.
Yeah, disengage and run. That's what I meant. Totally what I meant. So he's heading this
I'm a
way.
helper, I'm helping.
Okay, quick! Before Tab yells at me, enlarge, stump, or Khalid. It's extra damage. 5,
I have 2 attacks.
2. Okay, enlarge on Khalid.
There's a large.
Enough.
Oh shit. There should be a word limit on spells.
So he's basically one size larger now, and his weapons, because they're bigger, deal an additional 1d4 damage.
That's it.
Nice.
Hey! That was my whole action!
You're also 8 times fatter.
You're really big now, though.
Imagine the size of my flip flops.
Elspeth holds out her hand and goes,
Yeah.
"Watch your head, Khalid!" And you like.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Video and the info to illustrate the spell.
Okay. You also have advantage on strength saving throws. So
Oh.
that's probably helpful at some point. Not anybody can ever hit you. Is anything else?
That's it.
Staying there.
Yep. I'm gonna flank with Stomp.
Back to Merkin.
Okay, so many things to do. Are any of these things badly hurt?
I think it's this one.
The
that's
one
most hurt.
sudden one by Elspeth looked bloodied.
I'd like to note the fact that you guys made this as
This guy wants to
complicated
get
for me to position this
The one-
spell as possible. Like, what the hell, guys?
I did not roll initiative for this guy. Whoops.
That's okay.
He doesn't need a turn.
He's hiding.
Alright, so who's hurt?
The one to the south there by Elspeth.
Right beside me.
The one that was on.
Okay, so
and
first things
the
first, we're gonna
little
try to
bit.
set him to hell on fire.
Well, does not hit.
I said I'd try, I didn't say I'd succeed.
That wolf in front of me is within range, isn't it?
What? Yeah, it's yeah.
Well, we're currently actually he took a swipe at me, so we're actually engaged.
I move
at that
here.
moment, so
Yeah, you're engaged. When splitting.
not that kind of engaged, weirdo.
Anything else?
I'm thinking.
Okay, that's a pretty color.
This takes a minute, okay? Because you guys managed to really do some awkward position.
That's what it's all about. Target size doubles in all dimensions.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna.
Wouldn't that be kind of? Does that look proportional?
You moved me out as a dust cloud.
You're still in the dust cloud, barely.
Sort of.
I'm not obscured. It's okay.
Your leg is obscured. You're fine.
You're
I'm
lightly
gonna-
obscured.
Yeah, you have advantage on that wolf. You're gonna kill it. In the meantime, I'm saving Casta's hit points here.
Which I
Yeah,
greatly
I don't blame you.
appreciate.
Because I was at least at 20.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Alex's turn.
I'm going to hit this wolf in front of me. I
Hit it.
don't care.
You don't have advantage now.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
Is it dead?
Yeah, that's enough to cut his little throat.
15 points. Okay. I am going to. It's dim light, right? So I can't really
yeah.
see.
I mean, you can see.
You can see.
There's like fire bolts passing off. You know, Khalid's shining.
It's like a
Or something.
fireworks show.
Giant.
Don't charge the big one.
Get that
I'm
one
not.
over to the right.
Khalid's got a really big shaft right now.
That's the one that's going to attack us, but she'll probably go down.
Khalid is Apache chief.
I'm gonna run over here and hit this one.
Hit.
Go up one, you'll be obscured more, won't you?
She can move
Yeah,
again
but I'll
after.
have enough movement. I'll be able to move into the cloud. It won't be a matter. It won't be a problem. 10.
Does not hit.
Ooh, I'm gonna well, I'm gonna move into
Yeah,
the
no,
cloud
it
because I'm
doesn't
obscured.
All right.
Yep, not there.
Not that close.
Not there.
Yeah, don't stand
Oh,
there.
Go
well,
up one.
You take damage there.
Either up or
there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Wherever I am, that I'm obscured.
Now your turn.
That's my turn.
All right. This one, as Alex runs out and hits it and stuff, he is going to. Guess run away.
Run away.
Attack of opportunity then.
She does get an attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah. I'm taking it too. That is 13 to hit,
That hits.
and that's 7 damage.
Okay,
Okay.
he doesn't go there. He just kind of dies, I guess. Instead.
All right.
Fuck him, I guess. I don't know.
The all-consuming fake fog cloud.
Alright. This guy. He's just gonna run up here.
And I'm gonna use my reaction to attack.
Alright.
Eventually, you're going to use.
John hit.
How come my reaction attacks never hit? I'm getting no
Because
value out of
you're
that.
a slow-footed giant.
Try using the bottom part of your glaive.
A reaction attack with the back.
Yeah. Alright, but he dashed. He doesn't get attacked. This one does, however. He's gonna turn around and attack Khalid with advantage. So that's 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, you take 7 piercing damage, and you need to do a strength saving throw.
With advantage.
Which he does it with advantage.
Yeah, you say pounces on you.
So
You are
minus
welcome!
7.
Yeah.
We're using some real esoteric spells here.
What matters is they're finding value. Because otherwise, I would get ripped to shreds with these guys around me.
Okay, his turn. Let's see. This large wolf as the weasel, I guess it is. It says raven, but I think it's still a weasel.
Yeah, it's still a weasel. I don't know why that didn't change.
Runs away. He's just gonna let out this other, like, ear-piercing howl,
Calling in the 10 additional wolves.
and before he kind of sets into a sprint and runs off into there. Just kind of
Interesting.
dives halfway into the dust cloud to attack whatever he can see there,
With disadvantage.
which would be 24 to hit to Cam.
With disadvantage?
With a disadvantage?
He also gets the advantage as Eagles had.
Yeah, of course it hits.
You take
Wait.
7 piercing damage and do a strength saving throw.
How does he not disadvantage?
Because he's next to an ally.
Yeah, it's pack tactics. They get advantage if they're next to each other.
So if he has advantage and she has disadvantage, it just goes regular. Okay.
Yeah. Advantage and disadvantage cancel out regardless how much you
You
stack
need
it
to
to.
kill the one that is giving him that.
And Tab has stupider rolls than Leah does.
And with that, this large wolf kind of jumps on this tiny little halfling and just kind of sets his paws on your chest and pushes you to the ground and stands over you, growling into your face while biting at you. And you are knocked prone. This will be this one, who attacking Elspeth. 15 to hit. Advantage.
Just with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, is this advantage? Well, it'll still be the best one, so. Because it equals out. 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Wait, it wouldn't be the best one. It would just be the left one.
Yeah, no, that was the first one was the best
Alright.
one.
Okay.
So he kind of bites at your legs, tearing at you. And then this
Screaming.
one
Screaming.
is after you 2. It's disadvantage, so that's 8 to hit.
I'm gonna call that
8.
Khalid's
Yeah.
positioning was wrong here.
Alright. Raven is still on here for some reason.
Yeah.
They outnumber us. I don't know that there was a good place to stand.
Okay.
Use the-
He's just coming this way.
We're gonna go with that one because we'll go attacking Khalid. 14 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. I don't know which one you go first, but
Yeah.
Stump or Khalid.
Well, let Stump go first.
Alright, I'll attack the same guy.
Alright. That hits.
Come on, high roll.
That is just enough to kind of smear him out across the ground.
It's a wolf schmear. Not on your bagel.
Dark blood splatter, just kind of all over Elspeth. Khalid, anything else?
Um,
You moving, staying there? Bonus actions?
just gonna move there.
Good ideas. Happy shouts. Alright,
That's it.
Khalid.
Okay. I am going to attack this guy
Alright.
with glaive, and I have advantage.
Yes.
Oh.
That hits.
I think I killed him.
Did you add enlarge to your sheet?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
we should.
You come down with your glaive from up above, you know, you're like 10 feet tall or whatever you are, and you cut this poor little wolf who was doing no harm to anybody in half.
And because of Great Weapon Master, I get to make my main action attack again because I crit.
Okay.
So, I am going to attack this guy.
Enlarge is paying the bills right now. As long as he doesn't shit the bed on the next 2 rolls, he
Yeah,
probably
right?
just kills 3 wolves on this turn.
That hits.
Ah, I get 1. That's alright.
Alright.
So that consumes my bonus action. So
You cut across him. He's still standing. He's got this deep wound in his side. He's bleeding. Cam, you are prone.
Use half your action to stand up, because it'll
Half
it'll
my
have
movement, right?
Yeah, half your movement.
Yeah, it's half your
to
movement.
stand up,
So
because then it'll
if
have
I-
disadvantage to attack you.
if I disengage, he doesn't get an attack on me, right?
No. But it's your action to disengage.
Yeah, I know, but I can't go toe to toe with this thing. It's almost
So-
killed me.
I have a question. With the center part of the dust devil, does it hurt you if you move through it, or only if you end your turn
I
there?
think you have to end your turn next to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
you-
so Cam could like go hang out by Alex.
Yeah, she has to run right
Okay.
through it. That's what I want to.
So Cam will use half of her movement to get up, and then she's gonna disengage. So
Mhm.
that would be 5, 10, and can I go 15?
I guess.
you have your movement.
But yeah, my movement's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
30, so
There's
no,
25.
25.
Mhm.
So
Okay, so
can I get there or not?
It's kind of important, Tab. If she can't get there, it's a bad place.
they usually round down and all these things. So you would probably just need 10 feet of movement.
Hmm.
Awesome.
Where were you at?
So maybe you can go this way.
I would stay right where you are and just let it attack you with disadvantage, and use your action to hit it.
It doesn't have disadvantage, says.
He
it,
will.
He does now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I killed the one that gave him advantage.
That's
but yeah.
why I attacked this guy.
Oh, okay.
And as long as we focus on killing the ones next to him. Plus, you're pretty healthy, aren't you?
No.
Not anymore.
I've taken 3 hits. I don't have that
Do you
kind of
have?
health.
I mean, do you still have a healing push?
No,
Or did you-
I use that to raise.
Can't
get
you?
stumped up.
What
Oh,
is
that's
what does a dodge action do? Does
No, you
anyone
use that
remember?
to get me
Gives
up.
him disadvantage on attacks.
Oh, that's it.
Ugh.
Can 2 halflings occupy the same space?
No.
How is it that you hide behind
obviously.
people's legs then if you use them as.
You can hide behind people. You cannot stand on them.
Okay.
I mean, if you move away, it's just gonna come right for you.
It might, but it would still.
It might come for
She's
bigger
heavily
batteries.
obscured. Could she hide with her action?
No, 'cause she
yeah.
disengaged.
Well,
She doesn't have to
she has,
disengage.
she
Yeah,
has
she
that.
doesn't.
I haven't
disengage.
disengaged yet. I'm still deciding.
Yeah, if she just hid, she would do so, and it would automatically succeed because it can't see her.
Yes, technically heavily obscured.
Do what now?
So if you hide, you can't be a target because he can't see you.
Then if I stealth, then he can't
Yes.
do anything.
Unless he spent some time actually sticking his head in the cloud and looking for you.
He
Okay,
also has
that
like
sounds like a really
advantage
good
on.
do.
He has advantage on smell perception.
Somebody is metagaming.
I'm just saying.
But does he really still have that advantage if he's face first? Like he's in a
In a
dust
dust
cloud.
cloud.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a feeling the
Rocks,
DM's gonna play
small
that
rocks.
with advantage no matter what is in that dust cloud.
Well,
I mean,
it's blowing the smells around, so.
and it's blowing
What if
dirt.
somebody
Like
farts in the dust cloud?
Let's
Yeah,
find
exactly.
out.
Who's to
Somebody
say I
farts in the
haven't?
dust cloud.
I didn't tell you what I did with my bonus action last week.
You don't know
So
what
I
that dust
can't
cloud's made
move
of.
or anything, but I can hide.
Yes.
I'll
I mean, you
try
can't
it.
move if you want to. Yes.
No, because he would get an attack.
I mean, you can disengage and move wherever you want to, but yeah.
No,
If
I
you
was
move-
hiding. Hiding
Okay.
would be the action, right?
Right.
Okay, then no. Because if I disengage, I don't have
technically,
enough
if
movement
you're,
to do anything.
Well, roll a stealth check if you're hiding.
She did.
I did.
She did.
Oh, I was very scrolled up. Alright. I mean,
Hey, Liam.
people can take opportunity
If
attacks
you
against
stand
people they
off to
can
the
see.
side, Liam.
If you are comfortable moving and he doesn't see you, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Pumpkin, no barking.
So that's up to you.
Hey, Casta or Honey, move to his south. If you're successfully hidden and you reposition, he'll have to use his action looking for you, wouldn't he?
Would he?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I mean, there I haven't done anything, but I've moved,
Yeah.
not where I was before.
Okay.
So.
Alright. You cuddle up with Ivan. Is that your action?
Yeah.
Turn. Elspeth.
All right. Question: is the one by Stump injured? Like this dude?
No, he looks pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
Alright.
I guess just roll 1d4, then roll it. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Are you casting at first level or second level?
First level. Liam, hold on
Okay, so
one
you get
second.
5 temporary hit points.
Okay. My life
Someone
is
might have
doubled. And I'm gonna stay where I am. Liam, baby, go to bed. I'll be there in a minute. Go. Okay.
No, you don't know that you had a temporary hit points.
Okay. Wrong slot. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Good aggro.
Anything else?
Yeah. No, I'm finished.
Alright. American, back to you.
Alright. Oh, this is some complicated bullshit.
It is.
Like, I'm trying to think if I should move the cloud. Oh, but you go next, so I should 100% move the cloud. That's 100% what we'll be doing. Okay.
I would if you were going to.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm worried about the others.
First, I'm gonna attempt to set the wolf, or any of the wolves around Cag.
Yeah, the one to Cag's east looks bloodied. That hits.
Finally hits him. It's dead.
Shoot this flash of fire at him and just kind of hit him in the eyeball. Sizzles a little.
It's very
pathetic
specific.
little whimper. Nice. Dead.
What are you doing, Pumpkin?
Oh yeah, moved me out of it. Great.
Well,
thanks.
that's not exactly how that was. Yeah.
It's final.
No, I didn't see her behind the freaking raven.
It's a weasel. He's cosplaying as Raven.
I don't know why he's a raven.
He was.
I don't know. I think Cog changed, like, just your token, maybe? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. I'll ask Cog to fix it later. Please.
Because he can't change it now because it's not in his GM, right?
Nope.
Alright, that, sir, is my turn.
Alright. Alex.
Go kill the one next to
Hey.
Snow.
Yep.
Can't
that's
see
what
much of
I'm-
anything because you're in a fog and you're in a big debris.
Yeah,
cloud.
I'm gonna come out of it though, so that I can see.
Come out of it, and for some reason go to the northeast as you come out of it.
Where do you think I should go? I don't know.
Which one are you gonna try to kill? Or are you gonna go try to tank the scary one?
No, not yet. I could.
Not
tech-
yet.
Could
It's on our to-do
technically-
list, but not quite yet.
All right, I'm gonna pop out and go to the one next to Stomp.
Go save
Yay!
Elspeth.
I might live.
And then, we're flanking it, right?
Yeah.
Hits.
I don't know.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
He did 17 points of damage.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Yay! Thank you.
I was trying to figure out if he had sneak attack. We got advantage. He got sneak attack.
Yep. And I really can't move much more.
This spell is a lot more impressive, guys, when there's like a hallway and I can like cover a door with it.
I don't know. There's been some value.
Enlarge
Yeah,
has
you
been
can
our
kinda run
MVP
over
so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna get as far as I can towards this area.
You could cast enlarge in the hallway.
That'll also block the door.
Alright, I'm gonna get as far as I can. I'm gonna.
Lead right
I
there.
think that's about where I can get with the rest
I
of my
would-
movement.
Alex,
What?
I would stop 1 square south of where you are so that you're assisting Casta if that thing charged.
Here.
And 1 more to the west.
I don't. Wait, which way is west?
Left.
Oh.
Jesus
Which
Christ.
did you just
Never-
ask which way is the west?
Never eat
Okay,
soggy
there we go.
waffles.
Can-
Well,
can
to
someone
be
make a
fair-
clip?
To be fair, Tab changes the cardinal directions on us, so I actually
Are we talking-
understand the
And
basis
I mean,
of that
like, if we're
question.
talking UO West, it's like
I mean,
up
yes,
here.
technically that is south, I guess.
Yeah. See.
Wait, am I where that? Is this where you were thinking I should end up?
Yeah, that's where you were thinking. Come on, let's
Okay.
go. This guy, move down.
The wolves are metagaming pack
There.
tactics.
Attacking Alex.
Good luck.
19 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
5 points of piercing damage.
You're gonna be prone.
Let's just...
Roll.
No, that's
Great
not. That's only the
save.
big one.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
all of them.
no, that's that one too.
It's all
It's
over.
Just
just-
make a save.
That's just a wolf thing.
Yeah.
Do I
The
make a
wolf one
save?
is heavier. Yeah,
What
you do
save?
a strength save.
Strength save?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Going
somebody should have
down.
dumped that strength.
Oh!
Record his
There was
face.
a time.
Stand up. Congratulations.
What are the
And-
chances? I'm seriously asking Kag, what are the chances?
Yeah.
Because he's bad at that.
What?
Do I get to get an
Statistics.
attack of opportunity?
Yes, if you want to. You will no longer be hidden if you do, but yes.
I understand that, but he's moved, so
But yeah, he does not see you and goes after Khalid instead.
and
6.
that's
wait,
but that's a
Not
one.
it.
is this ability checks? No, you should be able to reroll it, right?
Oh.
Did it roll? She rolled a 1 twice.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
really? Wow, yeah, you did.
On the bright side, maybe
I
you're
don't
still
think you've luck left
hidden.
to do it.
I have nothing left. I'm telling you, I have nothing
Alive. You have
left.
hit points left.
I know.
21.
This is why
21
I
does
didn't want to
hit.
go out in the woods. I knew everybody
Strength
was
save.
down to
You take 7
nothing.
piercing damage.
7 piercing damage, strength save. Ooh, I actually fall down.
Yeah, you do, actually.
And cause a mini
Say.
earthquake.
So this very large wolf attacks a very large
Yeah.
Khalid. And
And
just kind of
Khalid just goes,
jumps at you, bites at your neck, and you scrambles on your chest mail, whatever you got. And
Chest mail. Plate mail.
you trip over a log and fall over.
Jesus God.
He's got
Right.
really bad breath.
Stump.
I'm going to attack the little guy.
All right.
Wow.
Does not hit.
Alright.
Jesus.
And then I'm moving here.
All right.
That gets an attack of opportunity.
I understand that heavily
Yeah,
with
but
disadvantage.
disadvantage and 7 to hit. So nope. All right, is that your turn?
That's it.
Khalid.
Okay. So
Prone.
I am prone, so I am going to stand up. And I am going to hit.
Prone is such a useless condition.
I mean, it's
It
Pretty
depends
bad.
It
on
limits your movement.
prone is
I guess if we had
really
like
bad
all
against
the wolves just kind of surrounding you at the time
Yeah.
before it's your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
I'm hitting this guy.
All right.
Are you though?
I have advantage on him, I presume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, I'm not going to attack him.
Twist.
I'm gonna go for the big guy because
All right.
Leah will mop him up in the next turn.
Leave him off the big guy up in the next turn.
Uh,
Let's start.
I'm
So
going
rock
to
monster
I'm
or something,
going to use Great Weapon Master, and it's not going to backfire.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
All right, so it's -5 to attack.
Yeah.
I took
Oh
care of it. I
my
rolled 2 ones in
gosh.
a roll. I took
Yeah.
the hit for everybody.
All right,
Oh
so
my
that's
God.
See?
So that's
17.
17. That should hit. I imagine. I don't actually know what his AC is. It says right here somewhere. Yes, that hits.
so okay. So that's wow. That's a shitty roll, but I
Wow.
do 15 damage.
You do 15 damage. And yeah, you cut into this large thing, and it's dark blood. Moonlight reflects in and coats your
Oh,
glaive.
Shit.
Okay, I'm going to use Polearm Master,
All right.
and I am going to use Great Weapon Master again.
Oh, it's a bold
Oh.
strategy, Con.
Well,
Oh!
Okay.
he's got advantage, so I mean, it was
Yeah.
really.
So that's
So
17 damage.
17. Wait. Oh, this isn't large, right? Okay, yeah, you're already large. Yeah. All right, so you
Amazing.
smack him with this log of a glaive you got, and kind of rears back. He's looking pretty hurt, but
Oh shit, he's not dead.
he's still there.
Is he
It's your
bloodied?
What?
Is
Yeah,
he
he's
bloodied? Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty hurt.
He's not happy, but he's still there.
Yeah. Alright, that's my turn.
Cam.
So is he the only wolf left standing? No.
No, there's
Yeah,
two.
there's another one right.
Okay.
Unless I forgot to roll initiative. Anybody else around here?
So he doesn't go for a while. Okay, well, Cam's just gonna step up and shoot him, or poke him. Try to.
Poke it. That hits. So while it's rearing back to be hurt by Khalid, kind of backs into the little toothpick of a rapier of Cam.
Right in the
In the tush.
backside, yeah.
Nice.
Right in.
Poked his butthole to death. Is our daughter getting ready for bed, by the way?
I don't know.
That's an awkward segue.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Your breast stinks as bad as your butt.
Child.
By almost, you mean you haven't done a single thing?
And then Cam is gonna step happily back to snuggle Ivan some more, cause
Oh,
yeah.
did he kill it?
Yes.
Who will gratefully
Did.
scamper up your arm.
Alright. Elspeth.
Okay, I'm going to tell the dead this dude it's not gonna. Whoa, I rolled higher.
Is it
Yeah,
injured?
but he's not hurt.
No. Okay, 1 maybe.
Wisdom. Wow, easy 15, huh? 7. So
All right. Well, that's my.
Now he's
contribution.
injured.
he has
What?
tinnitus.
Now he's injured.
Yay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
American.
Well, I forgot it was his turn.
It'll die on Alex's turn for sure.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. I thought it was Alex's turn.
No, you
no,
go
you
first.
go first.
We all passed to
Right,
Alex.
you know better.
Can it be like I hold my action if Alex doesn't kill it?
Alex is kind of a timer. You know, if somebody dies
Yeah.
like every round.
All right.
I mean,
At least
I'm not
one
gonna
person.
lie, Alex, it does some major damage.
It's pretty
I'm
impressive.
pretty stoked about it.
Once we actually fight something with hit points, you know,
I'm setting
Yeah.
that thing on fire with 5
Alright.
points.
I think we have more trouble
Scorch at it.
with things that there's a lot of rather than big
Really, I haven't
bads.
noticed.
Um,
Was that your turn, by the way? Was there anything else? You want to move your
I
Dust
could
Devil?
kill it if I move the Dust Devil. How many hit points do you have?
I have 10. Don't do that.
How many hit points do you have?
That'd be great. You smell off the wolves, then Murky comes in.
Alex, take care.
Alright, my turn?
Is there anything else, Merkin?
I'm good. I'm not my turn.
And I have advantage, right? Yes? No?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah, that hits.
He did.
Did you really just go run and put PJs on again? Come show me that you have PJs on. Did you run and put PJs on and come and show me that you have PJs on? No. I don't believe you. Okay, bedtime.
Hugs.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, I knew it was dead.
I know.
You have solved my wolf puzzle.
Did we?
Success! We're level 5.
No,
Hey, I have a voice tonight.
Oh god.
I'm not ready to level again
Alright.
yet.
Alright, roll like 3d8 damage, whatever it is.
No.
Ooh.
Tab is trying to murder me with the Dust Devil. Am I still
That's
huge?
not me. That's not me. I'm not moving it.
Cassie, you should leave me huge.
Let me see how long you're huge for.
It's like an hour of your
Yeah,
concentration.
I think
right,
it's
isn't
pretty big. Yeah.
Is it an hour?
Oh wait, hold on.
it? 1 minute.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's 0%.
We should probably keep track of how many turns that lasts for.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I thought when the fight lasts over like 10 turns, we're kind of screwed because you got turn timer.
If a fight lasts more than 10 turns, something's gone terribly wrong. Like our Alex is broken.
Oh, wait, ignore that. I meant to hit I.
Alright.
Yeah. 1
So,
minute.
as you stand over these fallen bodies of wolves around you, it's pretty quiet around you, know?
Okay. I'm gonna
Not even really any birds or anything.
So
I'm gonna limp over to the wolf and see if it's got the same black oozy stuff.
Everything is pretty black at the moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for the I told you so
You know,
from
it's-
Alex.
it's
Grab
dark.
some light.
Can I cast light on my hands and then look for black oozy stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
you.
So how many of you got bit by the black oozy wolves?
Yeah.
Elspeth looks like shit. So.
Yeah. That's a interesting question.
Damn,
so as you
damn,
look over
Leah.
as you look over the big wolf,
Sorry.
you know, it's just this black mess. You know, every open wound it has is like oozes like tar.
Okay.
Although the other wolf seems fairly normal.
Okay. Do we have any empty vials, some potion that we have taken or anything like that?
Yeah, I took 2 potions, so I have 2 empty bottles.
Can I?
Cam has a bottle.
Yeah, I'll pass the 2 bottles, empty
Okay.
bottles.
I want to
to,
scoop up some of the oozy stuff.
Okay.
Take it with me.
Do you wear gloves?
Nope.
Okay.
This is a terrible, terrible thing.
But
So you fill 3 vials?
2. But I'm super dexterous, Joe.
Okay. Yeah.
With my
And luckily you don't have any open wounds anywhere.
with my 12 dex, like the dexterousest.
Okay.
But yeah, I fill 2 vials and stick them in my bag.
Alrighty.
Well, do we push on?
We haven't much choice now, have we?
I imagine
I
the
made your theme song, Casta.
How far are we from the quarry?
an hour, I think.
No, we were a little more than
More than
2/3
I
of
said
the
you were
way
2/3,
there.
and then you continued on, and then, but you know,
So we got about.
if you're
what?
stealthing, I would say you're probably if you're really stealthing, really quiet, without lights and stuff, it'd probably take you 45 minutes, an hour, like that. But normal pace, maybe 25, 30 minutes.
Can we just get there?
Let's just
I
get there.
think I think that at
Cam's
this
going
point
up on
it's a-
Stump's shoulders again.
Who is the most
Hi,
injured
buddy,
of
I'm
the group
hurt.
that I can see?
Elspeth probably.
Elspeth, probably.
I have enough. I have 5 temporary hit points for an hour, so I should be able to make it to the quarry, which gives me a total of 10.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm least.
Does your channel what does your channel divinity do, Felix?
So I can heal people up to half of their hit points at maximum, but I have, I think, 15 hit points I can give out.
I'm down to 12.
I'm down to 10. I'm 10 of 32.
So, Khalid could get 6. Elspeth
No.
could get.
No, you
Let's
don't
see.
get your max hit points. You're still at your old hit points max.
Yeah.
So whatever your old max is, you're not at 32. You're at
Okay,
whatever.
then I'm 10 of 24.
Well,
or something.
no, the hit point max goes up. That's fine.
I
So
thought we couldn't do
it's
that
actually
till
20
No,
hit
it's not
points I can
healing.
give out if I'm level 4.
So Khalid could get 6. Elspeth could get 9. Cam could get like 3. Alex
I'll
could
do it.
get something.
No, I've got
like
50.
a couple. All right, spread them out how you want to.
Is what Tab said the most sense?
So
I mean, I was just counting how much you could give them at
just
half.
just between. You said you had 15 to give out.
Well, 20 if Tab gives me credit for being level 4 now.
Yeah, you're level 4 except for you didn't get any healing for leveling up, and you didn't get any spell slots back. Other than that, you're level 4.
Yeah, so it's 20 hit points I can give them.
Okay, so between Casta and I, or excuse me, Elspeth and Khalid, we make 15 hit points that we could get back. And then
Cam,
16.
I think, can have
16.
3. Did we
Yeah.
say Cam can
and
get
Cam
3?
can get 3.
Yeah,
I
Alex
only
could get
pick
like
it.
2, I think.
Yeah, I can get 2. So 2 points.
So that's 21. So
So it ends up you get a little more value out of just doing your prayer thing.
Then that is what we do.
so y'all divide up your hit points.
I get
I
2.
get 3.
So I get 6.
Somebody does not get all that points. You can fight over that. It's 20. It was 21 to get everybody to half, and 20 to give out. So.
Oh! It's 20 to get everyone a half. It's not just everyone gets set to half.
No.
No, he has 20 hit
So-
points, but he can only heal up to half.
Alex took
I
2,
see.
Cam took 3, Khalid go up to half, and then tell me how many is left over.
Okay, so I took 6.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9,
So
10,
you
11.
can get 8 then if everybody else takes their max.
Okay. Okay.
You should be at 13.
Well, the good news is if I trip, I won't die now, so thank you, Stomp.
Okay. So
Stump's
Cass
looking
is
out.
at 13.
I'm
Do you
a
have
good
any hit
kid.
dice?
Hmm?
Do you have any hit dice?
No, we're not short
Yeah.
resting here.
Oh, hold on. Calm down. Calm. I'm trying to use my cure wounds.
Yeah, but I
Before we
also have
rest.
my 5 temporary, so I'm at 18
All
for
right.
an hour.
Well, I'm gonna use my cure light wounds on myself, or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
Should.
I say, yeah. I mean,
Nice.
you in theory get hit most, so
What is the 3? Oh, that's my enlarged.
Yeah, you take 3 points of damage too. You're not used to your size. You just gotta smack yourself in the face.
Why would that do that? That just doesn't make any sense at all.
Ask the programmer.
All right.
So you get 10 points back.
All right. 10 points back. Great. I'm at 26. All right. Let's head to the court.
All right. At some point during all that, Kelly gets smaller, and then he shrinks.
Cam will prestidigitate herself so she's not covered in.
Elspeth is too tired. She just carries on in black gluck.
All right. So
Yeah.
Alex literally doesn't care.
are you all?
covered
Elspeth
in
has
blood
light
from
on
the
something,
goblin.
right?
Yeah, her hands.
Okay. I think it's technically has to be an object.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll stick
up and
in
hold
her
a rock or
hands.
something, a stick.
Yeah.
Hold a torch on a fire.
Create a headlamp.
Stick a stone on a headband. All right. So you set off during the dark. It is very quiet as you start off. You can't hear any birds anymore. It's like the wind kind of hits the trees a little, but it seems almost like the wolves scared off the rest of the wildlife while they were hunting you. So
we got the big one this time.
you
Well,
continue
hopefully-
on your path.
Hopefully
It
there
takes
aren't
you
any
about
more.
25 minutes or so before you see the approaching buildings up on the hill of the quarry.
Do we think someone should scout first to make sure no one has come?
It's probably not.
Well, in the dark, normally I would say I would do that, but in the dark, I'm not the best choice as I can't see.
I will do it.
That seems a bad idea as well. Honestly, of the two of you who can see in the dark, are the worst ones to send on that kind of mission.
It hurts my feelings when you say that.
I think
I
we
mean,
should just
Khalid made a joke, folks. He made a joke.
No one laughed.
I know.
Alex is gonna look slightly
just try to
amused.
stealth our way up there as best as we can.
Alright.
With light.
With light, yeah.
All right.
I mean, we might as well all roll up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May as well.
As you come up, you don't see anything. It's kind of like you left it,
Tag, take the wheel for a bit.
As you see the barracks and the office and all.
So I think
Barracks
Jesus.
kind of smell a little.
They smell?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
left all those dead bodies.
Oh shit. Oh
What about
no.
the other building?
Alright, hold on. I'm using detect shit. I'm using my divine
Detect
sense.
shit. I've never heard of that.
You find a lot. So, where are you when you're using this? I guess because it's 60 feet, right?
Yes. So I'm obviously walking up with people. I mean, does
Also,
it
it's
like...
only things like you can see. Because this is the most useless ability ever in
Why is this even a thing?
That rangers get like a 5-mile radius. You know everything when what they've eaten for dinner. And Paladin's like, if you can see something and it's basically falling off the bones, it's undead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have figured that shit out
This
before.
is the worst. This is the worst ability. I'm what?
Can we move as a
It's
group
the
to
worst.
homebrew this so it's like a radar?
I will give you 60 feet with total cover.
Thank you. Jesus. All right. So I'm gonna, as we move up and I start to, we start to do the smell. I turn it on. Does it stay on?
I turn it on.
That's an
No, I think it takes a
action
minute.
until the end of your next turn, so that's 6 seconds.
So it's like a pulse.
A bleep.
Yeah.
It's
You-
literally the worst ability in the
Yeah,
world.
it's pretty terrible. Like, I don't know why this is a defining class ability.
It's shit.
Because D&D is still bogged down in a bunch of crap in like 1st edition. So you open your senses. You mutter your mantra. You meditate upon life and meaning and the divine. And you don't really, sense or feel anything.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna. I won't mention anything to the group then. We'll just carry on. Are we moving towards the building?
Yeah.
Buildings, I guess I should say.
So
I guess
yeah.
we drag out a bunch of dead bodies.
We can always sleep in the office.
Yep. As you come, closer to barracks, you can smell, it's not like rotting corpse, but it's not fresh meat. It's been sitting in a room, uncovered for like 24 hours or something at this point. Probably more than that. It's like 36 probably.
Elspeth is entirely unbothered.
Of course she is.
Smells like home.
And as you look in the barracks, it's very neatly arranged. There's a couple of goblins in each bed. They look like they're sleeping, tucked up. Some are spooning, little fetal positions. Back to back. One is arranged at a desk, looks like he's writing. Hank slumped over.
What happened to all these goblins, I wonder?
Oh my god.
So, do you not remember?
Remember what?
We killed all these goblins.
That sounds like something we would do.
Indeed. I'm gonna.
We all have our talents.
So we're going to take up in the building we didn't kill all the goblins in, I take it?
Yes, I think that's probably the better idea.
It's an office building. It's 6 of you in there. It's gotta be pretty cramped, but you can fit in there.
It's fine.
I'd rather
We'll
be
just-
cramped than.
Not the most comfortable.
I mean, rather than sleep in a room with dead bodies,
It's getting late. I don't want to have to start hauling bodies around.
Yeah, at this point you're pushing probably 9, 10 p.m.-ish.
Elspeth finds a corner and just kind of like sits sleeping up. Or sleeps sitting up.
Okay.
Cam doesn't have to. Cam can stretch out and
Yeah.
still not take up as much room as Elspeth sitting up.
I'm gonna kind of, is there anywhere, there's nowhere to there's nowhere to clean up or anything like that.
No, I mean it's an office building.
No water source anywhere, in the, nothing, okay.
No.
We'll have to do that.
Cam will go around just for his own satisfaction and prestidigitate everybody that's yucky.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
'Cause
awesome.
Because I was pretty, between the goblins and the wolves, Alex is probably pretty coated
Aw.
from head to toe.
Hi, Lucy.
Oh, why are so unhappy?
Not done well.
Oh.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So y'all make yourself comfortable. Are y'all sleeping? Are you setting up some kind of being awake watch thing, or?
Yeah, we're gonna do a watch.
I'm gonna
Alright.
just take turns. I think
One,
we should just
two.
take turns. Do we want to, who wants to go first?
I don't
I
have any
don't
problem
care.
staying up. It's fine.
Are we going in twos or one at a time?
Yeah, I think 2s are better than 1, just in case.
I will take first watch.
Alright, so Elspeth and Khalid.
Right, I guess.
Cam and
hold on. Cam and Stump will take, so then I guess, Merkin and Alex will take whatever watch that the other people don't want.
All right. So that leaves a little more space, a little more comfortable in there if you're only sleeping for a time. And so Khalid and Elspeth, I guess you take up post out front, or
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll hang out outside the building.
anything you
I'm
want to
gonna
accomplish?
roll my hit dice. Can I roll my hit dice now?
No.
Soil speckles sit in the dirt, feeling like crap. Well, I almost saved you a trip to the tower back there.
Khalid's gonna sit down with his back against the building.
So how sturdy is this building?
I mean, it's you know, it's not a log cabin, but it's not like blowing over or anything.
Like
It's a
if
pretty
I
a pretty
like
permanent
scooch
building.
over by the door, could I hear them talking?
Are you
But
gonna
then-
stay up during
but
the watch? Because that's
Then
like
you won't be sleeping.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I'll happily do that, but you're gonna if you don't
But
rest, you gotta take exhaustion.
I find this whole thing hilarious, so I was wanting to know about it. But it's fine.
Alright.
No,
Cool.
I'm gonna sleep.
Khalid is gonna slump down next to Elspeth and let out a big sigh. And said, "Well, I don't know that it would have saved me a trip, so don't get your hopes up."
Because it can.
Can someone translate what she just said?
Because of
it
Cam.
Because
can.
Cam.
Like, well, even if somehow I managed to fail you all and all of you got hurt, I still have things I need to do around the tower.
Well, first, it would not be your failure, but why do you have to go back to the tower?
I have some things I need to close up as a result of my companion passing. I felt like it was best if I told his family myself rather than having them hear it secondhand.
That is very noble of you.
It's the right thing to do. Perhaps you can accuse me of avoiding the situation by doing all of this, but it does need to be done.
Yes, I am not entirely sure what to make of everything that we have found.
I almost feel like we didn't find very much at all.
I agree. I know there was talk of a mine. I don't know. I feel as though we are missing something.
That's entirely possible. Though with all the excitement, I don't know that any of us, exhausted as we were, had the right state of mind to find anything interesting anyhow.
Well, it looked as though they were up to something, but I think that it is above my level. Merkin, perhaps. I wondered about him. He is very knowledgeable.
Well, it seems like he's been doing this for a little while, and he's spent his time at the tower. So
I have a theory, you know,
about Merkin.
about Merkin.
What theory is that?
I think he is a professor.
Of the tower?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think he would be forthcoming with that sort of thing?
Well, I think that he is. If you listen to the way he talks about his magic, it seems to me that he is hesitant to discuss it. I think that it is more than just being cautious of people. I think that perhaps he is far more powerful than he would like us to know.
Well, he's more powerful. There are a couple of situations there I would have liked him to demonstrate that,
Oh, I think he did very well.
but perhaps he is holding his hand back, so to say. Regardless, you did pretty well yourself.
Oh. Well, we all made it out, so I suppose that is the most important part. I'm not sure what comes after this, though. I mean, the corruption or whatever it is, the blackness that I'm seeing, I think that it is bigger than us, if that makes sense. Even if we could find where the source is coming from, I am not convinced that we could do very much. Maybe American, but everything that I know is just little pieces here and there that I have picked up. You know, not so much in practice.
Well, the advantage of all of this is that between Merkin and I, and then soon you, Cam, we'll have people we can take this to that might be able to give us more guidance on what exactly might be going on.
You seem very convinced that when we get to the towers, there will not be those of us who are punished.
You seem very convinced that you will be punished.
They killed my family, Khalid. I have a good reason.
Why did they kill your family?
So let us say then that they don't kill me. Then the options are to what? Either I stay at the tower and I study, or I continue my life in a town where I know no one?
No. You register, you train, and you're free to go on your way because you know what the risks are.
How do I get home?
I'm sure those among us will be happy to escort you back.
Mm. We'll see.
And we will.
Let's see.
See.
So you sit there and small talk through the night, braid each other's hair or whatever Khalid has.
Khalid's hair's so fine you braid it and it falls out.
Yeah.
Braid it and it falls out.
But everything seems to be, you know,
In order.
pretty calm, quiet.
Okay.
It's a little chilly, cold, late fall night, but no issues. So your watch goes without problem. So it's Cam and Stump's turn.
Something went right.
You go to wake up Cam and Stump is not there.
What? Alright. I need a vote. Do I eat cereal
Oh my
or do I
gosh.
drink a
Nope.
protein shake?
You drink a what?
Protein shake.
Have you considered
never
putting
recommend
cereal in your protein shake?
Ooh.
You should blend it first.
Yes. You just throw a fistful of Fruit Loops in the protein shake and blend it.
Actually, there is Fruit Loop flavored protein powder.
That sounds awful.
All protein powder is awful. Like 95% of it.
I went to the store today with Annika and she wanted cereal, and I convinced her not to buy the Sour Patch Kids cereals by the fact that she will not buy any other cereal till she finishes that box of cereal.
So it better be good.
She got Cocoa Pebbles instead.
Sound choice.
Alright, so, Cam and Stump, are you doing anything in your watch?
Watching.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said watching.
Yeah,
Y'all go out and stand out front as well?
yeah.
Alright, and unless you have something you want to do, then everything seems to go fine, you know?
Camel just convinced Stump to teach our new song.
Well, I'll have to give that some thought.
Just come up with one, Felix, what the hell?
Doesn't have to be good.
Yeah, your watch goes without problem, you know. Once you're done, you know, it's almost starting to sunrise when y'all are done, so then you go to wake up Merkin and Alex.
Back to sleep.
And yeah, I guess we'll watch on the outside like everybody else.
You know,
Make sure nothing's coming.
come out early morning, you know, the dew's kind of laying on across the grass, whatever the hell's around there. But no issues, you know. By the time everybody else starts waking up again, you know, it's your not early, kind of late morning, you know.
So how do we get back health and all that stuff?
So
Hit
yeah,
dice.
you have finished a long rest, so you can roll hit dice if you want. You get spell slots back.
I don't have hit dice.
But don't you get hit dice
Space.
back?
You get half your hit dice back on a long rest.
Okay, and what's half my hit dice?
You have 4.
Uh,
You get 2 back.
4. So don't
Are you?
back.
Do you actually have a D4 hit dice caster, or is
Should
it
have
Nope.
D6?
D6.
Show a d6. Yeah, you gotta go
Yeah.
change that.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Can I reroll that, or should I just take the 4?
Yeah, it's not the right dice, so yeah, you can
Do I
reroll
get
it.
to do a song of rest? For... Is that just a short rest?
That's just a short rest, technically. Alright. Okay, nailed it.
You did a good job, Casta.
Well, that makes me want to wait and take a short rest after a long rest because it's the same hit dice. That makes no sense.
Well, technically, in long rest, you should be sleeping, so if you're sitting there singing there the entire time, that'd be hard
No,
sleeping.
but that's what I'm saying. Take our long rest and get it all back, and then take
Yeah,
a short
you can
rest.
do that if you want to.
Because then you get extra D6. So
Why
we
is Casta
pay an
like
extra hour.
spamming hit dice?
Because I have like.
Because she's hurt.
Oh.
Really fucking hurt.
So do we get to do that?
If you want to do that, yes.
So we're
So
gonna take
guys,
a
if
short
we
rest
stay
now
one
that we
extra
did.
hour, I can do Song of Rest, and you'll get an extra 6 with each hit dice. An extra 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then
I
I'm gonna.
suggest we do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna add one more hit dice and take back 5 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so add a d6.
So if you get a hit dice back and you use a hit dice, you're at the same hit dice you were before, right?
Okay.
What?
I'll say
What?
How do you get back hit dice?
Well,
On a
long
long rest,
rest.
you get half your hit dice back. You have 4 hit dice.
So you add +2 to whatever your current hit dice
go,
is.
go, go, go.
Okay.
So then you use one, so that puts you at
Okay,
1.
so no.
I'm gonna use one more hit dice and just go ahead and get back up.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Alright, I'm almost to full.
That's
So-
really terrible. So +6.
And I have
Oh, you
two
rolled good
dice
enough for a
left.
hit dice at least.
Dude, what?
You rolled good on your hit die at least.
Actually, that got me to max hit points, so I'm happy with that.
I'm not, but that's okay. I'm not rolling another hit dice for 2 points.
Did you add your d6?
I did.
Okay. I don't know, Marcus actually hurt.
I don't believe he is. Oh, let me check. I don't
Oh,
think he
just
ever
down
got
2
hit.
health.
He's just really good at positioning and staying the hell away from everything. Yeah.
His entire character build is go stand in the thing where nobody can see him.
Well, I mean, whatever works.
Now we have all our health back, all our inspiration. We have so much back.
All the
it's
inspirations, all
great.
your spells.
Are
I don't
any
have
of our-
inspiration anymore from Cam from yesterday, right? It doesn't carry?
No, it lasts
No,
like 10
it
minutes.
only lasts
Oh,
like
okay.
Are any of our wounds looking nasty?
I'm full health.
Oh, yeah! I forgot.
Oh,
Khalid
Jesus.
and
Who
Elspeth
are
roll
you
con
people?
saves. Forgot.
Con save
Oh, and Alex too, please.
Ah, shit! I have to roll another one.
Yes.
with advantage.
Oh,
Oh.
Cam too. No, no, not Cam.
With
No,
advantage.
Yes. Did the big dog? Yes.
Yeah, the
Cam.
big wolf attacked me.
Yes.
It did
Oh,
not
wait.
attack
I
Alex.
did not.
Oh, if it's
Yeah, I
just the
know.
big wolf. Wait, is it just the big wolf?
Yes.
Okay,
didn't
I
get
wasn't hit by
attacked
the big wolf.
No, but you went digging in them.
Oh, that's true. Okay, touche.
I didn't get attacked by the big
Alex, I don't think Alex dug him. She just handed me the vials. I went digging.
No, you didn't. I know.
wolf. So why am I rolling a con save?
Because I told you to. What the hell?
Because you're still sick.
Because there is a reason that you got sick somehow. So, yeah, that's there it is.
Cam, you wake up. You're feeling pretty good.
Thank
Khalid,
gosh.
you have this scratch. You know, they kind of jumped at you and bit at you, and kind of caught your like in the side of your arm. It's this black line just right down your biceps. Elspeth,
Don't forget, some of you guys might have inspiration and stuff, not from me, but
that's
Oh,
true.
I do.
Other
I
kind.
do. What is it? A D6?
No, it's just advantage. So roll again.
Oh, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna roll
Elspeth,
Yep.
on one hand, your fingernails, they look kind of withered and dark, and you see these kind of fine lines going up your fingers.
Can I Arcana
Blackness.
check my hand?
Alex, you wake up, you're fine too. Everything's
Yeah,
great.
you-
You know,
Okay, so-
that scar you have on your arm, was black. It seems, it's a little tender, but it seems perfectly fine.
Okay. Is it still black in color, or is it just?
No, it looks like it's gonna be a scar, but it looks like a normal scar.
Battle wounds. It happens.
I mean, yeah, you can roll on a card and check it on if you want.
All right. So I don't have cure disease.
Oh, who can roll an Arcana check? On my
Elspeth.
scar?
on my
No, on her
hand.
fingers.
Um,
I mean, you saw what happened to Alex's arm after that bite. You can see what Khalid's going, and you know what's going on with the wolf. You can kind of tell there's something, not particularly healthy going on with your hand there.
Okay.
It's a little itchy. It's
Okay.
A stump.
Stump is the
Yes.
one.
Can you take a look at this wound I have here?
Do I recognize it as the same that was Alex had?
yes. I mean, yes. It's got this kind of cut, and it's like this. I can almost see like the veins around it. It's kind of blackening.
I'm gonna head over to Stump and Khalid with my hand. I'm gonna say, I am tempted to let it fester and see if we can see what comes of it.
That's a terrible idea.
This is the way that we learn things, Khalid.
This is the way we lose our hands.
Wow.
I cast Lesser Restoration on both of them.
And that's how Stump lost all his first level spells in the first 10 minutes of the day.
Oh.
Stump comes up and looks at Khalid like he kind of expects it, and then he just puts his hand over it and casts the spell, and he pulls it back, and you can see this blackness just kind of retreating into the scar, and it just kind of seems to vanish. And the same with Elspeth as he holds your hands, it goes
Do
back.
they-
You can,
Do they lock eyes on each other when they do it?
yes, he's holding his hand, both like between his. And the blackness
Literally,
going up your fingers,
entire
it seems to
party.
kind of linger a little in nails, blackened.
Ugh.
But it
It's
seems,
stylish.
itchy feeling goes away, and
Thank you,
seems to
Stump.
have helped.
It seems that we will owe you quite a bit by the end of this.
He's just gonna turn to Cam. I was giving some thought to what you asked me last night, Cam. And I think I have something for you. This one goes to Khalid though. Just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Khalid don't wanna be defeated. Showing how funky and strong is his fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong, he's right.
Oh no.
Please write that down for her.
Yes, please.
'Cause
I
to hear
totally
Honey
need that.
sing that every time he inspires.
I love that Honey is making Felix play a bard by proxy.
And Felix loves it. Don't let him trick. Don't let him fool you.
I charge you to come up with a song for Alex next.
All right, so y'all wake up, you get around, you kind of sit around, you have your field rations of, I guess you're just eating a bunch of nuts. I don't know what the hell you're eating.
Can we
Add
take a
some
brief
rations.
break?
And then we're gonna
before
take a
we do-
break. Yes.
We're gonna take a break because I need to make cereal and protein shake.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, be right back.
Wait, did we rest?
We did long rest.
Okay. Where are we?
Uh, the office of the quarry.
Oh, everyone had to con save because they're probably poisoned.
What's that?
I'm just wondering why everyone con saved.
Oh, they were bitten by the big wolf. I had to burn 2 lesser restorations first thing in the morning. Jude, can you help me for a minute?
I'd like to believe that Cassis actually hears a storm playing while it's going on.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Totally am.
Yeah.
Super chill about it too.
I mean, probably doesn't go any worse.
True.
Who is that? The Felix.
What? That's Felix.
It's Felix. I realize I have no idea what fireflies actually exist, so this is like late fall. I don't know if there actually are fireflies. They sound like a spring thing.
It's your world. It's whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think
The lantern flies.
I think Alabama flies
Year
in
round.
the fall. Ooh, that's a good question. What season is it?
It's kind of a early mid fall,
Okay.
or like late fall, I should say. Let's see.
Now, how cold is this world? Is it like Canada, we're all gonna die cold?
It kind of depends where you're at.
Okay.
Right now, you're kind of east, and you're probably New England climate.
Okay. So we're all gonna die.
Actually, that's kind of probably a little. Let me figure out a map. Yeah, you're probably let's see,
I didn't feel like I had enough time for cereal.
like DC.
I didn't feel like I had enough time for cereal.
Well, we have protein shake.
I wanted to do both.
So pretty much anything under 40 kills me, so we're all gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, probably not there yet, but you're probably not far away from hitting those temperatures, Nine.
Nope. I think it's like 60 outside right now.
We're talking about fantasy worlds, Cog.
Mm.
Get with it.
So what season is it?
It's fall.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like Don't Starve, where it's gonna be real shitty in the winter?
that's what I'm worried about.
You're about equivalent of early November, maybe. Well, you have to have them to use them. Okay. Well, you said you want to take a long rest and then take a short rest and use your hit die. So you took a long rest, you got your hit dice back, and then you used your hit die.
How did I lose everyone's camera?
Because you suck.
Oh, okay.
I
think Felix and Leah turned us off, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I see myself.
All right, she didn't turn us. Nobody else sees it.
Yeah. We're blind to you. There you are.
There you are. Up close and personal.
Just
Did
how
you
I
have
like
a-
You
it.
have to give me the lyrics to the song. Yeah.
It's on the video. Did you get a new headset? Did you have a headset before?
Oh my gosh. Can we make Honey a soundboard of Stubb singing these?
Me singing? I am not singing.
Well, you can make it of Stubb singing it, because we have the audio.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Back. Sorry.
Your camera turned
You're
off.
fine.
Yeah, I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is Merkin actually back?
I'll drag out my flashlight
I don't
pen
know,
in
I'm
a
back.
minute if you don't
Oh,
stop
cool.
that.
You didn't die. In fact, have you ever been
My
hit,
God.
like, in this entire...
He got knocked out.
Yeah. He got knocked out.
I
It was
was the
like,
first
Oh,
person
that's
that got
right.
KO'd.
That's right. Okay.
he only had like 6 hit points at that point, though.
However, at the castle and with the wolves, nothing touched me until you were controlling my character. Then you got me with a little stab.
Yeah. Yeah, you stepped away and got speared.
I don't know what happened.
You didn't use my all-concealing cloud of debris.
I'm just going to assume it is Merkin's flatulence that is doing all of this.
Yeah.
I just love that Casta sees that my go-to move is to just cover an area with a concealing cloud. And she's like, he's so powerful.
Honestly, though,
Professional.
like those kinds of spells I feel like are super underrated. Clearly, I've been proven wrong more than once.
Just in general.
Yeah, well, that's just kind of the state of my life.
We don't have a form for me to use these quotes in my signature.
Did you just chug a protein shake?
Just wait till he mistakenly puts us on a battle map that has a stream in it, and I make an ice raft.
And then what? Sail away?
Screw you guys! I'm going to the ocean.
Some of the cantrips, if you take extend them to actual physical, how they be in real world, are so massively overpowered.
Yeah, like shape water, you can move literally 4 tons of water with it.
Yeah.
And
just drop
all
a
you
4-ton
need is a
ice
hill.
block on somebody.
All you need is a hill.
So, has anyone seen the gosh, what they call it? The villager particle cannon or whatever they talked about?
Oh yeah, where you just kind of hand a spear to somebody.
And you pass it off, and if you do it in a long enough line, that all happens in 6 seconds. So the velocity of that spear is now
goes 40,000 meters per second or something.
Yeah.
Of course, it's D&D, so when somebody stops touching it, if you just fall. All right, so y'all wake up and then rest.
Oh, yeah,
It's an extra long rest.
And you got to resting kind of late to start with, and with watches and everybody needs 8 hours, so you're probably kind of almost pushing noon at.
I'm not angry about that.
No, I'm okay with that, honestly.
I think if we're going to really do anything, I'm not opposed to going back to town. Maybe we can make some friends, maybe really get to know some of the townspeople and see if we can figure out what the hell is going on.
We'll get my shield so Khalid can have his back.
Looking at my hand, as much as I appreciate Stan's assistance, my fingernails are still black. I think it would be a good idea if we went and perhaps sought the assistance of the individuals of the church and maybe healing some of our wounds.
Yeah, this looks fine for now, but I mean, wouldn't hurt to take another look.
We can report in
and perhaps see if we can recruit a person or two who could come along with, in case we get in a dire strait. I don't know.
I don't know how many of the folks in the town are equipped.
Were there any hawks left?
Trained.
Were there any hawks left? I mean, I'm sure they've been left at odds, those that we didn't kill.
I imagine they wandered off when they realized that they had no leadership, and there was pretty much an
That's
open.
True. I mean, but where are they going to go? I guess.
Hey, do we want to drag these bodies out of that other place so that if we have to come back here again, we're not stuck in the office?
We can dump them into the quarry, I imagine.
Yeah, something. I'll prestidigitate all over the place and clean it up.
It's a magical equivalent of bleach, shh.
All right, so can
Pretty
stop
much.
saying the cleaning song from Cinderella.
What was the cleaning song from Cinderella?
What?
You're just abusing Felix.
I don't know, Cam. But Alec kind of implied that I was slow when she challenged me to come up with a song for her, so I might have had a thought or two. You can get
Stop.
anything you want at Alex's estate house. At Alex's estate house. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the beaten track. You can get anything you want at Alex's estate house.
This is very true to life, I think.
Well, I mean, it's guarded, but okay.
Cam will totally enhance all of it with the pan flute.
Khalid gonna start dragging goblin
And
bodies.
please,
Sorry.
I never would insinuate that you were slow, Stump. You have done a lot to help me and to help everybody. I would never say that.
Silence.
He just stares at her.
That's
Khalid,
what those are.
how far is the quarry edge from where these buildings are?
So it's an open air crowd. They're basically breaking the cliffside in, so
Yeah.
it's not like a pit down or anything. It goes down a little, but these are pretty close to it. I mean, there's maybe 150, 200 feet or so to the
Yep.
cliffside
Yep.
itself.
Okay. Can someone help me out? I'm gonna start dumping these corpses
I'll spend
into
help.
this quarry.
It's not into the core, you know.
You
Alex,
could use
help.
mold earth to make them a nice mass grave.
Ooh,
Yeah,
let's
we
do
could
that.
Find some dirt.
Yeah, you can drag them off a little down
These
down
aren't
the
the
hill.
bodies we forgot to search, are they? Because we'll totally search them now.
I think you searched them.
Yeah, I think we searched these.
I think we did.
I don't know if you forgot to search any. Have you?
I don't know.
I think we didn't. Maybe back at that first little quarry or whatever we were in.
Maybe.
Regardless, so we put them in a mass grave that Merkin
All right.
has
So,
built for us, so they're gone now.
all right.
And it
Anybody,
now
anybody
smells.
want to say any fine words?
Nope. Good riddance.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was in the Feywild, wasn't it?
Yeah, when you burn to loot, yeah, that's right.
We burned the bodies. That's right.
Yeah. We were learning.
We never have loot.
That was pretty funny.
That's
Well,
true.
you know,
The
Stomp.
problem is that in the Feywild, we're not using any currency. And so we're like literally just like,
Which
nope.
I think might have been the best decision in any campaign
No.
ever. Don't you
Coin
even,
are great.
don't
dog.
you even start.
Learn to love the coin.
Fucking ridiculous. All right. Anyway, we need to
While we're
invent
moving
credit
these
cards.
Bodies around. Cam's gonna talk to Stomp. So you know, Stomp. I read one time about these things, and they're called muses. I think you're my muse. He froze.
I think he's dead.
He gives you a blank stare.
I mean, things legit.
I mused him right on out.
Oh no! What's the snapshot thing for Windows now?
Windows Shift S.
Oh, he left. Damn it! Wasn't fast enough.
Right. Mass grave.
Yep.
You start heading back to town.
Canadian internet strikes again.
I don't know as much Canadian internet as the fact that it's a ranch in the middle of nowhere.
But also can't.
That's rude.
He has like a guy living in the basement is kind of tapping on something to get in and out by Morse code. Hi, Felix.
Hi. Welcome back.
We were just talking about you.
He knows. He was
Did he?
always able to hear us, I bet.
Can he hear us?
I don't know.
Can't hear you. He left. Is he back?
He's there. I don't know if he's talking.
Is there Canadian in the room?
My audio
Ouija
keeps
board.
cutting out.
Alright. You bury bodies in a mass grave. You,
Yes, you do.
talk to Stump. Stump stares blankly at you.
Did you hear what I said?
What's that?
Are you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hear you
Now
now.
we can.
Did you hear what Cam told Stump?
Yeah, so he responded and said, "I'm glad to be anybody's inspiration."
Oh, so cute. I swear Stuff is the cutest. No.
Cam will pat him on the back as best as.
So, while Elspeth
When
is
he bends
helping
over.
Khalid moves bodies and watching their exchange. He's going to go, Khalid, what do you know about the lifespan of halflings?
Not a terrible amount. We don't really have halflings where I'm from.
Never mind then.
But is it dangerous to ask why?
Well, I was thinking about Cam. He seems very young. You know, I worry. I mean, I don't know. Perhaps in his early teens. Does he have parents somewhere? Is Stump like his foster father or something?
I mean, I suppose you could ask.
That seems rude. What if he's... I mean, this is why I was hoping you might know something about the way halflings age. Because what if he is, 50 and I insult him? I try to be sensitive. For example, if I have a question about a tiefling, I won't ask you.
That seems a little counterproductive.
No, but I mean, what if it is offensive? What if I ask you, does your tail get in the way when you poop? These are not kind questions.
That is a very... odd question. You are absolutely correct.
These are things that people wonder, though. If you don't have a tail.
I completely understand. Yeah, carry on.
Keeps moving bodies.
Khalid says nothing else to her.
Wow, you found Khalid's weakness. Khalid's weakness.
How dare you ask me about my tail when I poop?
He's very sensitive about his tail.
I had to
I
go
mean,
look
what
up.
else does the tail get in the way of? I mean, just really, it's gotta get in the way.
I had to go look up how long halflings live because I couldn't remember.
Cam's actually 8 years old.
I mean, it depends on what they do. Cam's lifespan is probably about 25.
At
Alright.
this rate.
He is a hard drinking, hard living halfling. She doesn't have second breakfast, she has second happy hour.
It's not second breakfast in the last 4 hours. Lunch. So you get your stuff together, put everything away, you tidy up the barracks, I guess, for which is nice, I guess, if somebody comes back and wants to
Well, we
use the
might.
core at some point.
Or home away from
Yeah,
home.
I wasn't implied you were selfless or helpful to anybody else. Don't worry. I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, I never expected Alex just doing
Oh, we
Yeah.
know.
the selfless thing.
We're actually going to get back to town and shake her down just to make sure.
And you set off towards town, I guess.
Mhm.
It's kind of a overcast, cloudy day. A little nippy. It's almost looks like it's gonna rain.
Elspeth catches up. Khalid, I think you missed the point. The point was that I would not ask you about your tail when you were... I did not mean to intrude on your privacy.
Conversation.
I think perhaps we should. No. Listen.
Perkins just smoking his pipe.
The-
People like, what?
I think the concern is that you are considering. You are spending time thinking about these things.
No, but these are very interesting questions for me. I have met many people, but I've never met a tiefling before. I think about things like when you go into doorways sometimes, do your horns get hooked?
So-
I'm trying to
Elspeth,
be a considerate
Elspeth.
individual.
Elspeth, you.
But I wouldn't ask you. This is the point. I would not ask you.
I think mentioning all of these things defeats the point of not asking me. I'm not sure, but I think.
Fine. I was trying to do that.
Who are you wanting to ask what?
Oh,
Can we just not?
nothing. Khalid, I mean, see,
Khalid just starts walking out in front of the group.
it is my understanding that individuals of Khalid's upbringing tend to come
I can
from
still hear you.
wealthier families, and I get the impression that if you mention biological necessities around him, it offends his sensibilities.
That's not the problem.
It's the stick up his rear. He
It
can't
is.
help it.
He is,
It was
Why are-
I have a theory about him, you know. I have a theory. I am developing theories about everyone. I think that Khalid was going to be in an arranged marriage, and this is why he has fled his homeland and become a paladin.
That is not even a little bit true. I can still hear you.
Think of a story about that. That would be fun.
Yeah, I think that this is it, you know. And if we continue to do this, maybe we will become like small town heroes. He will be a legend. I think you are the perfect man for this, Cam.
I empty my pipe and look over at Elspeth and go, "Oh, and what's your theory on Cam?"
I'm not sure yet. I am working on this one.
I'm working on a theory on Cam as well.
I'm an open book. As I say disingenuously, I'm an open book.
So,
Nobody has theories about me.
you head towards town, you know. It's a 45-hour-long walk.
Cam will amuse himself by like prestidigitating Stomp's hair into different colors.
I'm sorry. Did you say 45-hour long?
45 minutes.
45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, okay.
Every now and then.
I forgot.
Stomp, you have purple hair. Oh, now it's green.
Every now and then Elspeth says things like, "It is a nice tale, you know."
I just want to make it very clear. I'm not uncomfortable about the topics. It's just awkward.
You are the one
You
that told
seem
me I
to
should
be
ask
uncomfortable.
In saying that you're not, I can't believe I'm having this conversation again right now.
I can believe that you are having this conversation.
Why do you care about anyone's defecation schedule and whether their tail No, the tail doesn't get in the way.
No, it is biology.
tail-
Are you familiar?
I see. That is a good question.
It's a terrible question.
No, it is
It's
a
a
good
Another
wonderful
question is
question.
to ask him if it wags.
Can you wag your tail, Khalid?
Now that's offensive. I
How-
draw the line there,
No, but here,
and it
here
is
is
quite
the question.
offensive and borderline racist, in fact.
No, but see,
No, it's not. It's fun.
See, I'm just saying, like, for example, how strong is it muscular? Like, do you ever hit someone and, like, does it leave a welt? These are interesting questions for someone.
One of you is about to find out.
I would like to point out that this whole conversation began when I said you should never ask people about their biological differences, and you said that this was counterproductive, and then I mentioned some of my questions, and suddenly you're proving my point.
I do not understand how I am being modeled as the villain here.
I'm not saying that you're the villain.
Really?
No, Pauline. I respect I'm just saying that my whole point was that you cannot ask questions like this, and you said it was counterproductive, and then I asked the question, and it is all blown up. So.
And she's met with you being concerned about why she wants to know why if your tail gets in the way.
My tail does not get in the way. Everything is fine. My horns do not hook on doorways. I'm very aware of them.
Do you ever wear hats?
What would be the purpose of a hat?
I mean, fashion.
I don't understand.
Does he look particularly fashionable?
Well, he comes from, upper society as you do, yes?
Does he?
Of course, he is a tiefling. They're all very big in trade and
All of
these
them.
sorts of things.
That's a stereotype.
Well, I mean, personally, I've never known very many tieflings, so I can't really speak to that. And I mean, to say that though would be the same thing as saying because I come from a family of means that every human woman comes from a family of
No,
means.
but
and
this is-
You wouldn't say that that's true, would you?
No, because that isn't true. Humans are
Okay.
much more diverse in terms of their origin, but tieflings in general, many of them are trading families, and many of the individuals that we encountered were actually working for families such as this. Khalid, tell me, is it true or not that many tieflings are, let's just say, better to do than the average person?
Who
Depends
gave
on-
Elspeth the player handbook?
It depends on your perspective of the average person.
I have been known to deal with a few seedy people, that is all.
Welcome to the group.
Well, yes, I mean, different kind of CD, never mind.
I don't know. I mean, like
Are
I said,
you
I
rich,
haven't done
Khalid?
very many tieflings, so perhaps you're right. But it does seem like you're painting with a wide brush.
I am rich in many ways. Perhaps in not the way you describe. You
By our
assume.
company.
Well, but I mean, is there an oath of poverty when you become a paladin? How does this work? Or is this offensive too? Should I just not ask you any questions?
No, none of this is offensive.
We are the best, Stomp.
It is.
Well, I'm just saying that if his family were rich, maybe he would have gone on his, avenging mission with plate armor.
This is why but no longer because he fled from the arranged marriage.
There is no arranged marriage.
No, but there is.
There is no vow of poverty.
What is her name, Gali?
This is the longest hour walk I have ever been on in my entire life. There was no arranged marriage.
Alex
Was
is
she also a
completely
tiefling?
amused
Was
by
she
the
also a
entire
tiefling?
exchange.
Do you have to wed another tiefling? Is this a thing? Do you have to keep it? Are there certain families? Is it a growth in the ladder? How does this work?
There was no arranged marriage.
Are there half tieflings? Does anyone know?
I don't believe that's possible.
There are half orcs. There are halflings.
Culturally, I don't
Perhaps
believe
they
that's
are.
possible.
Are halflings
Hey, I'm a
half
halfling.
tiefling? Are halflings half tiefling?
Are
half human?
halflings half human, half tiefling?
That's not at all how any of this works.
Hell no, I don't have horns.
You seem very sure of these things.
I'm very sure of this.
Noted geneticist, Khalid.
Have you ever known a tiefling to consort with someone outside of tieflings?
It is generally frowned upon.
See? Do you know why this is? It is because of their society. I'm telling you, I'm
I
onto
think he
something.
knows why this is now.
Oh, so are you trying to tell me that Khalid is really a rebel? That he's run away from home to be a paladin?
And this is my theory.
That would be
It is the marriage. It is
the
true.
the problem I'm finding with this is that I don't see Khalid as much of a rebel. I mean, and I'm gonna look at him pointedly, and I'm gonna look back at Elspeth, and I'm going, does he seem very rebellious to you?
Well, it depends.
Perhaps he is rich and he just has gold shoved up his ass.
Consider this. Khalid is very certain in what he thinks is right. Yes, and so if someone else tried to tell him, hey, you must marry this person, this is a thing you must do, does he seem like the sort of person that would go along with it?
I mean, but but think about it. I'm gonna look at him again, and I'm gonna go. If he was faced with an authority higher than his, don't you think that he would follow it? Since that's what he does best.
The implication that I am an unthinking person is... It betrays your shallow perspective of others.
Can't
Are we
help
quite...
it.
Are we,
Not a thinking person.
are we quite done with this conversation? Can we get on to town?
Clearly his
not done
beliefs
with this
involve
conversation.
more hanging people, right?
What?
I mean, to
What
be
about
fair,
hanging people?
everyone seemed
why
pretty
did you have to
complacent
make
in
it
the
an
hanging.
ugly conversation, Merkin? Nobody wants to talk about that hanging anymore. It's over, it's done.
It was pretty awful.
It was very
I
awful.
mean, you know, it is what it is. People die every day, and he had it coming.
Not to disguise your wealthy heritage.
It's not about that. I mean, do you see me out here with an entire entourage? Do you see me decked from head to toe in the best gear of everything? I
Some
obviously...
just looks around at the rest of the group while she's saying she doesn't have an entourage.
He's like, oh god, I'm the entourage.
I pointed
Fuck.
You have a herald? I
Are
pointed
you
at
saying
Elspeth.
that
I
I'm
go,
in
you
charge
have
of
a
this party?"
scribe?
Are you trying to say that I'm in charge of this party? Because if that's the case, we've done a lot of things that I didn't agree with.
You didn't say we listened very well.
No one said
I'm
you
not out
were
here with a competent
an
entourage.
obedient entourage.
Lord have I no. As I said, my origins have no bearing on my abilities or the things, the actions that I do.
Just the way you talk.
Well, we don't talk about how you talk either. Can't help where I came from.
It'd be a boring fucking conversation, is why.
What?
Are we there yet?
So you got about 5 minutes
The
down the road.
DM is completely confused by this whole thing.
Tab is like, I don't have to prep. I can just make them.
Y'all are doing
We'll
fine.
go through everybody's origin story. Stump, where do you come from?
Fuck! I'm so close.
This is important, Khalid. I am sorry. I didn't mean for it to become a vulgar conversation about you.
It wasn't in character.
You were at the table.
Where do you come from?
Quick, make up a backstory.
That sounds like a question for another time.
What is it? Why everyone is so secretive? This is very confusing to me.
I'm happy to tell you where I'm from, but it's not very interesting.
This is my surprise face.
Hey, Khalid, would you like to have purple hair?
I think that's an ideal
Green? Red?
I'll pass.
Blue.
Red
Thank
would
you.
be
You want
good.
blue. I know you do.
My natural hair color is sufficient.
Can you do pink?
White, you look old.
Can you do pink?
Maybe he is old. Maybe this is. I'm sorry. I won't theorize. I just keep upsetting you. I wasn't trying to.
I'm gonna hold out some of my braids and I'm gonna be like, can you do pink?
Yes.
Oh, I would like
Camel
pink.
motion Alex closer.
Alright,
I
I'm
would like
gonna
to point out that
The most pretty fuchsia pink.
maybe
It's amazing.
I mean,
This is
I
delightful.
got dirt off of myself. I don't remember getting dirt off the rest of you.
Oops. Oops.
That's because
I prestidigitated everybody.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How long will it last?
I don't
How
know,
long will it
how
last?
long does it last?
Are you casting minor illusion?
Oh,
it's
no, I still live with that.
Prestidigitation.
I think an hour.
Up to an hour.
You can only have like 3 going at the same time.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go up to Khalid and be like, if you would like, I could make a hat illusion on your head. I am trying so hard to make this up to you. I am trying so hard.
Karen won't even look at her on the video. He just is like.
Khalid.
When Elspeth says that, Cam will totally make a hat sitting
Khalid.
on Khalid's head with a big, elaborate feather.
Can I recommend it? Can I recommend a beret? Very
It's gonna be
jauntily
like a
placed.
Three Musketeers hat.
Or a fedora.
I mean, to be fair, you do look very regal with your hat.
What about a
With
fedora?
little holes for his horn.
there was a moment when I had hope for this group of people. That is now gone.
I mean,
You're stuck. You didn't realize you were stuck in hell, where this is your party, and fog cloud is the most useful.
Yeah.
I mean,
I imagine Khalid just every time Elspeth opens her mouth, Khalid just walks a little faster.
Listen.
Cam is hanging on every word.
oh, Alex is completely amused by the entire scene.
My father, he is usually the one that does the talking. I am not supposed to talk to the people when they come. I know it is not my best trait, but I am trying. I really am.
Tell me about your home, Elspeth.
Oh, it is truly not very interesting, and not because I don't want to tell you, but it is this very small village. We all live in yurts, they are like tent kind of thing. It's near the dark forest, as I was called, dark woods.
Deadwoods.
Deadwoods.
I don't know.
It is on the
Oh,
edge
look
of the deadwood. There are not many of us. most people come and go, but my family has been there for a long time, trying to get some distance from the tower and such. My father, he is and then she kind of looks at Khalid and backs up a little bit and speaks more softly. He's a lot like you, you know. He does a lot of the magic like you do. Very charming man.
I think I like it.
Yes, you remind me a lot of him, but not in like a weird way, Just
Enough to be your dad.
but in a good way, in a you feel like home kind of way. You know what I mean? So,
Cool.
but don't tell
I want to
Khalid
meet your
though.
parents someday. I want to meet your family.
My grandmother is fantastic. I grew up with her mostly, and she is a wonderful woman, very talented. She is registered with the tower, of course, but I think they think she is dead or something. I don't know. That part of my family history is a little troublesome. I don't know all the details, but no, it's very small. This is the farthest I've ever been. So.
That's an
So you
adventure.
make it another 5 minutes.
This is the rest of the night. Yeah, origin stories.
We can go to the town, or you can keep talking. I don't know. You just want to
Oh,
roll
my
play?
No, we're just gonna keep on walking and talking and
It's
Very
roleplay.
soft.
Alright.
Alex
Khalid,
is going to encourage Elspeth to ask more questions or say
Khalid's-
something else.
Khalid's looking for wolves right now.
Khalid, why, if it was not an arranged marriage, tell us about your stuff.
I mean, we would not at all fault you for trying to run away from an arranged marriage. Personally, I
It's
find
an interesting take on this, that he would be the one running away.
well, that's what Elspeth's theory is. I mean, we're operating on Elspeth's theory. Since
So-
he's not this.
When you come, perhaps I am biased, because for me, I think of living a life of comfort. Why would you ever leave that? But we have Alex and Khalid, yes, and, Alex we know comes from, but Khalid, it is an assumption. Listen, guys, 10 charisma.
I
Khalid,
will be rolling laughing so hard.
I mean, Alex is not really put out by it. To be honest, she doesn't care that much what people think about her. So,
So Khalid, it is an assumption, but you have to ask yourself, what could happen to someone to make them leave, So.
Well, generally, as my people are of a merchant class, we are the organizers and less the travelers. And I wanted to travel,
Mm-hmm.
so I joined the order.
Because you wish to see the world?
Yes.
Oh, no, that is kind of boring. I'm disappointed.
Calls for that particular recruiting poster.
Tell me about yourself. Well, that sucks.
Well, that's kind of shitty. I kind of thought you were a less shitty person.
I will admit I am a little let down. I was hoping for something more exciting. But, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate getting to know more about you.
she wanted a story like she finds in the novels, I bet.
Yes, there are so many books, and none of this has been anything like the books I have read.
I find that books, especially novels, are greatly exaggerated.
No.
If you really want the real story, you have to look at journals. Journals are where it's at.
Well, I only have a few journals. Most of what we have is fiction, but other than the magic stuff, of course. But
Yes.
Well, I'm sure
yes.
you'll come across
Let's not
plenty of reading
encourage her
material.
to read any more arch villain wizard journal.
Oh no! I mean, I'm down.
So-
I'm down for that.
Khalid, was your family very religious then? Why did you become a paladin?
Not so religious, no.
I mean, there are greater ways. I mean, there are other ways to see the world than to join a religious order if your family isn't even religious. I mean, did you feel some great calling to the order, or?
Initially, I was drawn to the order because I encountered a group of paladins on our island. And I was young, but I decided
you
at that
were
moment that's what I wanted to be.
So when you were an impressionable youth, you were exposed to paladins. I see. Well, that could explain many things.
Were they on your island seeking mages?
To be honest, I don't know why they were there. That is a good question, however. I never thought to ask.
Do all paladins in your order hunt mages?
Not all of them. Some serve more ceremonial duties or serve as advisors in courts or
Then were you assigned this role, or did you think, oh, I really want to go ruin people's lives?
Yes, Khalid, please tell us. When did you decide that you wanted to be like ruiner?
This is generally considered the more risky of
Oh, I see.
callings.
So then, I'm here to propel you in your career success.
I did not choose this role.
Oh, well, at least something good will come of it. Yes, you will be promoted and you will be famous, and I want you to remember me and visit my grave.
We're not going to kill you.
You keep saying this, but I am yet unconvinced.
But no, the careers of those who
I
follow
really
in
want
this
to know what
profession.
Stump is making of this conversation, especially since.
Let's finish the conversation. Quit talking over people.
The
Stump is
careers of
definitely
those.
spaced out and has missed most of it.
Well, Elspeth has just made another comment in all of our company that she thinks that Khalid is going to have her killed.
Well, I mean, Stump isn't totally convinced that that's not true, so.
What is it that your family traded in then?
The standard soaks, spices.
These are pricey items, I am telling you. You think that I am just being racist, but most tieflings, they are. It is a thing.
It is a true statement.
I do find it hard to believe that you didn't. That you weren't kitted out a little better. If you had the blessing of your family to leave.
Don't you suffer from the same problem?
No. I choose to be doing what I'm doing.
Well then, I suppose we're not that different.
Wait. You're telling me that either one of you could write home and say, hey, Daddy, could you send me some money and I could have freaking real armor?
I don't think that's how
I
that
don't
letter
know.
would go.
I don't know how far. To be honest, there are things at play, but I don't know. To be fair, just so that everybody knows, Alex is not in the worst gear, but she's not in the best ever gear either, so. But she definitely.
Cam's gonna lean down. Hey, Stump. We're not gonna let him hurt Elle.
No, we're not.
Okay.
I do think that I don't know. I think that would be more of a last resort scenario, Cam.
So then, Alex, I suppose you're the next, huh? At what point in your life did you decide you could only rely upon yourself?
That's what I was taught to do, wasn't it? I
don't know.
don't have any. You don't have any siblings.
But then aren't you even more provided for by your parents?
Well, only one parent and
Mother or father?
father. So.
And what is your family's business as it is?
We have an estate. It's not the biggest estate. rumors of its grandeur are greatly exaggerated by Stump and company. But
I mean, if you have more than one room, then for the most of us here, it is a palace, I think.
no, there is an estate house. I was finding some situation with some of our neighboring neighbors untenable, so I decided to come away from there for a while.
I'm sorry, what kind of neighbors?
Well, our
Neighboring neighbors.
Our,
Only a neighboring neighbor.
Did you
our
steal?
neighbors, I mean, they
What?
were seeking to marry me off to their son.
Oh! See? There is always something. Okay, so now we know. Alex has the arranged marriage and Khalid, so you have wanderlust,
Well,
but
No, neither myself nor my father are really keen on this marriage, and so we decided it was best for me to not be around for a while.
Wait, who arranged it if not your dad?
No, you don't understand. There's a lot of things at play. I mean, he's putting pressure on my father to make me marry this son. But neither of us are keen on it. But he has some things. He has some pressure, some power. So, we're just gonna let him forget about it for a while. Because, to be honest, his son is utterly foul.
in what ways? Are you saying that he is unattractive? Or...
Yes.
Oh, well.
And his personality is terrible. Actually, I don't know, the girls at the balls, they do seem to fawn over him.
Balls? She says
Yeah, I
that
mean-
he... Stump, I
I mean,
don't think
they-
you've exaggerated.
I mean, the girls do seem to be keen on him, but I don't find him attractive, so.
Stump, have you ever been to a ball?
To a ball?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
No,
it's a
never.
bunch of preposterous clothing on people who talk too much, and it's too much drinking and dancing. You could drink and dance in a tavern and have just as much fun, if not more.
Khalid, have you ever been to a ball?
We weren't that sort of family.
Gam, have you ever been to a ball?
No.
Okay, see, I was just making sure I knew where we all stood. See, this has been so enlightening. We have been traveling together for weeks, and Khalid, if I had not asked you about your defecation habits, we never would have gotten here.
I am overjoyed that you have the oddest curiosities in the world.
And you make another 5 minutes down the road.
Tab's like, I'm leaving. I don't need to be here.
I'm gonna go watch TV. You shout when you get there.
There are far worse curiosities she can have than wanting to know about you. Lighten up, pull it out of your butt. Maybe answer her.
I'm really trying to understand
Well, he did.
everyone's
He
fixation
did answer.
with my
He said
butt.
his tail does not get in the way when he shits.
But he didn't say if it wagged.
Oh, does it wag?
I did not ask if it wags. I would like to
I
put
did.
that.
I'm not a dog.
It does not wag.
Aw, that's not very
I mean,
fun.
even when you're happy, you don't wag it just a little.
If you
Just-
notice, when he is angry, it does tend to flick just a little.
How
Oh,
strong is it? Can I ride on it sometime?
It is true. The first week or so that we traveled together, you were in a very bad mood, and as I would walk behind you, I would see it just kind of like,
this is amazing.
I would like to insight check on Cag to understand where his feelings are right now.
Really? You need an insight check? That's like a 2DC.
I mean, seriously. I mean, he's pretty much emanating righteous annoyance at this part.
Khalid is mildly annoyed.
You know,
He is.
What about Cog? What's Cog's thing?
Oh, Cog's fine. Cog's
He's
trying to get
tail flicking right now.
Cog's trying to get fast passes for Disney tomorrow.
I'm gonna fall back and see if I can catch the tail flicking in action, since we all can tell Khalid is pretty annoyed at this point.
There is no tail flicking.
With my high insight roll, is it not flicking because you're consciously making it?
Yes.
Khalid, Khalid, you have to realize that what this is this you getting friends. I'm not sure, in your order. I know you had the companion that you traveled with, but the reason why we ask these things is because we care.
That's not the sentiment I'm reading off of this.
Well, I
or
get the
this
no.
word.
It is true though. I mean, it is. I understand that I don't. I mean, and I'm making a lot of presumptions. I thought that you were in an arranged marriage, and I was wrong about that. So but I
Wrong person.
this is where friendship starts. It is a bit of teasing. It is a bit of laughter. It is a bit getting to know you. So really, it is tail ending. We wish we had
Did you
tails.
ever laugh before? I mean, did you ever laugh before? I mean, you never seem to crack a smile or anything. You did do that joke earlier. Thought that was quite amusing.
I've laughed plenty of times.
Do you laugh when you are with your... How many friends would you say you have back at the tower?
Again, the tower is a destination for me. It's not where
Okay, well,
my order resides.
where your order
Okay, wherever
is.
your order is. I mean, are you a popular bloke? What is the
Do
story?
you go out drinking? Do you go
Do you
to...
have girlfriends?
Do you go to questionable houses of questionable repute?
Do you go to houses where, where they do things?
She is speaking of sex.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to say it out in mixed company like that, but
I mean, why not? I think we all know, Let's just be direct.
it's true.
I don't know about all. Stump's there.
Now stop.
Poor
Wise
Stump.
in the ways of nature.
I mean,
Khalid, really, do you go out and have fun?
I generally don't have time for that sort of thing.
do you
Well,
gamble?
see?
Do you play games, cards?
I have cards.
Do
If-
you have cards?
If I'm going to risk my money, I do it in a business venture that will actually guarantee me results.
Alex is gonna start snoring.
But it's
That doesn't sound like
fun.
gambling.
You play cards with me sometime.
That
Come
doesn't
on.
sound like a
I'll
risk.
teach you.
You said you risked, and then you said it was guaranteed.
I'll teach you.
Hey,
Gambling is luck with a modicum of skill. Business
A
is skill
modicum?
with a modicum of luck.
perhaps you haven't seen some of the serious gamblers such as I've seen in casinos. I mean,
Generally,
to
they
be
cheat.
honest, there is more than a modicum of skill, especially when it comes to cards.
Come on, Khalid, I'll teach you.
I'm sure you couldn't have a better teacher than Cam.
Get copper pieces.
Yeah, we have plenty of copper. I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt anybody to lose.
I will even give you the pieces to gamble. So you do not have to lose anything.
Quite alright.
See, you seem confused here. You seem to think you have a choice. But you are our friend now, whether you like it or not.
What?
Our friend. You are our friend.
Friend. Friend.
Very good.
I was terrified that you were going to misspell that, Cam. I'm quite proud of you.
I mean, she could. I mean, even if she left out the R, it still wouldn't have been wrong. So there you go.
Just to be clear, 5 minutes ago, Elspeth gonna have her killed, right?
Yep. We're friends.
No, but I mean, it is not your fault. You took an oath, and this way at least you will regret it. I will take
And you'll
solace in
visit
that.
your grave. You'll visit her grave then. Then she
Yeah.
will be
No
lonely.
one is killing
I
Elspeth.
don't think that you will be the
I mean, are you
person
sure?
to kill me.
Khalid's gonna stop, and he's gonna turn around and face the group, and he's just gonna hold up his hands.
I feel like a lot of people have tried to kill Elspeth so far.
Do you really think I would have any issues dealing with Elspeth if that was the intention? Did I have any issues ending the mayor because that needed to be done? Why would I walk her all the way back to the tower at great personal risk when I could have just put her head on a block?
Well, I mean, I don't know what the rules are. I mean, actually, I might know what the rules are. I don't know how much I know.
I quite
probably know
literally
some of the rules.
executed a mayor for dealing with renegade mages and selling his people off.
To be fair, had you not executed him, I would have assassinated him. So, you know.
That's very
six of
special.
one.
But we're not talking about Alex for once. We're
Six of one
talking
had
about
no other.
whether Elspeth is going to be killed.
Khalid,
Well,
was
I
not-
mean, you know, I don't know what they're going to do with the tower. You're not going to have any control over that.
I was not saying that you would kill me.
No one at the tower is going to kill you.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
What constitutes a renegade mage that they have crossed the line and they have to die?
When
Do you
someone
know?
uses a particular, when someone uses their talents in a way that is in violation of the tower's teachings and willfully avoids going there to register and be trained.
Okay. You are very clever. Yes. How long do you think that I have known that I can do magic?
Probably for longer than I really need to ask.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that they will believe me when I tell them my father's story? That I magically figured it out, what, a month ago?
Do you really think that you will be the first mage that shows up with that story?
I don't know. All I know is that I have grown up with horrible stories from my grandmother who changed her name and ran away and went into hiding. She was pregnant with my father when my grandfather died.
I would bet that the grand majority of mages that show up to declare have known about their abilities for many, many moons before they ever thought of declaring. The point is not to have everyone declare so we can choose who lives or dies. The point is to maintain the order in which we practice this magic so that the rend does not occur again. It is about everyone's safety. It is not about putting a boot down on people's necks.
Then why'd they kill her granddad?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
What do you think?
The only time I've been sent after mages is when they have done something that is in direct violation of the tower's teachings. A knowing violation. And generally, mages don't get to those levels of power without having... I've heard of mages having access to teachings or creatures they should not have interacted with.
It was not my intention for any of this conversation to upset you, Khalid.
It does not upset me. I just wanted to get the record straight.
It is very difficult to determine between your upset self and your happy self.
This is just my face.
Well, therein lies the problem. I mean, you know, it might do good for you to smile now and then.
I am smiling.
Oh.
Cam's
Okay.
gonna change the feather on the hat so it becomes multicolored.
So you did not answer the question of if you go to houses of ill repute.
I told you, I don't have enough time for that.
I think you work too much.
I mean, yes. I mean, even if you didn't go to a house of ill repute, because, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you should at least go out, go dancing, charm somebody.
Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time.
I'll be your wingman.
I think that's an excellent idea. And I suggest that as soon as we get back to town, that we hit up the tavern and see about Cam helping you find a girlfriend.
Khalid is going to lean into Cam and say, I don't believe I'm going to take the person who stuck this on my head. So, cordially.
Fabulous.
He didn't really
No.
stick. It just looks like he did.
Your hand through it. It's not real.
It's gaudy enough that it doesn't matter whether it's real or not.
I can change your horns to multicolor and
Please don't do that.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
What if, okay, so perhaps these are not your preferred modes of relaxation. What if you went fishing? There's people who enjoy fishing.
I don't think fishing will be. Why are we so concerned about pastimes right now?
Because you seem so angry all the time.
I'm not angry. I just have a place to go.
Yes, but if you know, I mean, okay, so here's another question, and you may get angry. How long do tieflings live?
Wait, how long what?
Tieflings, how long do they live?
Oh, shit, I don't know, dude.
You do now!
already have to look it up for halflings.
Fuck, hold on. Jesus.
Or do you say middle
They live a
age?
few years longer than
Yeah. What he said.
See, okay, so then you must ask
Years
yourself.
longer than what?
Humans.
humans.
So, listen, I understand. I understand being motivated by your career. I have my own motivations, you know, the whole family thing. It is not so interesting to me. But, you know, I mean, what do you want out of life, Khalid? Let's get to really know you.
I mean, realistically, I mean,
You said you want to travel. Is that your primary goal?
I wouldn't say that I have a particular goal other than serving my order as I should.
How about you, Stump?
How long do orcs live?
There was certainly a time when I said keeping people alive was certainly my goal, but then my friends started hanging people around me, and I'm not really sure what my purpose is.
I mean, this I do understand. I did not expect to find myself in these kinds of predicaments either. That is funny though, because my goal is also keeping people alive.
Foreshadowing.
amazing.
It's gonna be so amazing when you have a life cleric and a necromancer in the same group.
The way that Khalid describes serving his order reminds me of when I was a slave.
Oh. Now it is heavy now, yes.
See, I find that utterly despicable.
Who the fuck is Elspeth? What is happening? I feel like she's like a talk show host and we're all just we're stuck on this couch.
You're gonna roleplay with me, damn it!
Cat and
Guess I got so
never
fed
let
up with
that
nobody
happen.
talking to each other in Feywild. It's just
Drag it
gonna
out.
Yeah, she's like, bullshit. You
We're
didn't
gonna
talk
be
to me during...
friends. We're gonna be a real team.
Yes, we didn't talk to each other in Feywild because we're all plotting to kill each other.
I know. Oh my gosh. You are a slave.
Is there somebody we need to kill over this?
I do not know that
I'm
this is the
there,
first. I mean, Stum has just said that his goal is to keep people alive. You know?
I mean, I'm sure he'd be down for killing whoever his master was.
I mean, there are alternatives to killing people.
How do you know he's not already dead?
So Stump is just gonna kind of glance at Cam and back again and say, "No, I don't think that my master should be killed. No."
This is
Well,
I think.
then- And this, you and I are at odds because taking slaves and keeping them is utterly despicable.
Well,
Just so I'm not surprised. I'm sorry.
what?
I was gonna ask Tab. So just making sure that the tiefling economy isn't built upon slaves.
No, although you're probably not unusual to see like slaves
Yeah, it just seemed like
on the
a
island.
tiefling thing, so that's why I was just making sure. Okay, sir.
I am no longer owned.
This is something very personal that I do not wish to pry into and make you uncomfortable, but I am glad you are with us now.
So am I.
Oh,
We
So-
can't. When Stump
Little
looks at
hearts
Cam,
are
Cam's
all
just
over.
gonna grin.
little
So
hearts are popping up over Stump's head.
how is it then that you have gone from being a slave to a priest? Where did that turnaround occur?
Well, it was the priest who sold me into slavery because I wasn't useful to him. But it was Cam who bought my freedom.
Dick Von Dick was a jerk.
Is this his real name?
It was
I think
something
it's
like that.
I think it's a pseudonym. I think it's a nickname that Cam has provided to him.
Well, Cam, I am even more fond of you now. It is a very noble thing you have done as well. What god is it that you serve, Stump? Or is-
Help.
What god does
I don't
like
know.
everybody looks stuff up.
Do you have an
We
affiliation?
really need a pantheon.
We
guys.
have
We
one.
have one.
Uh,
They have one.
We've got the Brady Bunch.
What's the god of life?
Marsha.
Marsha Brady.
Nick,
If I remember correctly, it was Anya who was the one for like love and friendship or something like that.
yes.
Oh, this is very fitting, especially seeing your relationship with Cam. How long have you been traveling together then?
Since he came on
I
the
don't-
boat.
This is maybe a few years then? You've known each other a while?
Oh wow.
I don't count so well.
That is understandable. I imagine also when you're at sea it becomes very difficult to keep track of time.
I mean, that's literally what they do, is keep track of time. I mean, the captain does anyway. I don't know.
Captain's good folk.
Well, see, this has been very enlightening.
How far away from town?
There's 45 minutes left.
So, where are you from? Where are you from, Cam?
Been an hour in real life. You probably,
Just a little village. You know, most of us come from those. But the captain took me in. Which Stump and Alex would probably both know that she's actually adopted by the captain. That's why they have the same last name.
So, did you have any siblings or anything, Cam? Did you have any family? Why'd you leave home?
I just wanted to get out. Yeah, there was some family.
Yeah,
I don't keep in touch.
traveling is always fun.
Wanderlust seems to be a big motivator here. I seem to be the only one that did not want to leave home.
Well, I didn't want to leave home.
Oh, see,
I mean, I didn't want to leave home either. Although, I mean, adventuring is fun as well. So, I mean, it's a useful way to spend time. And the further I am away from prying eyes, the better.
There are lots of mouths to feed. You know.
Did you have a big family then, Cam?
Yeah.
Halfling families are usually large.
Like rabbits.
breakfast
Nothing to
isn't
do
the only
but
thing we go
eat
for
and make
seconds.
babies.
Khalid, did you come from a big family?
It's sizable, but that's not unusual for my people.
How many is sizable?
6 brothers and sisters.
Oh. Did you have so many Cam or more or less?
Don't remember.
You had like there's like
You wrote
Two
10
of the
pages
bunch of-
on this.
I know,
How
but
many,
I don't know where
how
I
many
wrote it down.
siblings do you guys have?
Oh, there it is.
I made you name them all.
I know you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I had like 6 brothers or so.
Goodness. Oh, and you said that you were the
I
only
guess
one.
that means you do like rabbits too, Khalid.
Like large, clumsy rabbits.
I bet the tail doesn't get in the way for that either.
That
Only when
that is
they
offensive.
want it.
I will make note that the only person's genitalia and rectum that we've discussed is mine.
Wait, is your tail genitalia? I'm so sorry.
Holy
I
crap!
had no idea.
Well,
No
it is
wonder
pretty
you're so
hostile.
concerned.
Maybe I should make a purchase for it.
We were discussing copulation,
Touched me with that when you were in bed.
and these are the moments when I realize Stump is the most intelligent person of this entire group.
Merkin, stay away from the tail.
Cam is busting up right on
What?
top of her.
I mean, if that's the
His
case,
stuffed
why should
shoulders.
you cover it?
Have you reached a town yet?
Jesus.
You're
I'm
the
starting to
DM,
hope
you're-
we reach the town.
And you see the town on the horizon.
Yay!
3 miles away.
How are we time-wise? Now that you spent an hour doing that.
it's a little after 12, so
We have Disney in the morning, so if we go on, say we should go on too much longer.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired.
We can get into the town and get to the inn, I guess. Get our rooms back.
yeah, because we left at about noon. It's still probably like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
No, it's
There's
like
an hour of
it's
travel.
past. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean-
that's right. Because we're not 3 hours away now. So
it probably just felt like 3 or 4 hours.
poor Khalid.
Oh, don't poke Khalid now. No.
Oh
So-
no! I mean, Alex was thoroughly amused by the entire.
But I will
Yeah,
say
Alex would
before
be
they,
super
before they
amused.
get to town and anybody might see him, Cam will actually let the hat go.
Is-
But Alex's
it a-
hair totally stays. So does Stump's.
Was it a minor illusion?
Perfect.
The hat?
Was the
No,
hat-
it was prestidigitation, but
You can't make a hat with a.
I can't drop it. It's a concentration. I can only have 3 going.
You can't
You
make a
can't
hat
make
with.
a hat with prestidigitation.
It was minor illusion, and it lasted a minute.
No, I don't have minor illusion, but
Yeah, prestidigitation doesn't. Can't do that.
well, then I would have
Oh.
totally made his horns colorful, and I would have dropped that.
Yeah, we can write down that.
Yeah.
But no, leave Alex's hair fuchsia. Like anytime.
Matter of fact, Cam will refresh it so that
Yeah. So you get into town, you know, it's a regular bustle, you know, kids playing in the streets. Seems to be nothing special really going on. Fairly average day, probably even more average than you arrived, you know.
I mean, perhaps some of us should go and get settled in at the inn, and some of us should maybe let what's his name? Who's now the mayor?
tall, whatever.
Talvik.
But you can
maybe.
just call him. But you can just call him Patch.
The mayor's pretty dead. I'm telling you.
No, Talvik. Talvik took. So, I mean, shouldn't somebody let him know what we found and
Khalid, perhaps some people go to the mayor and others to the tavern. You would go with me to the church to see, to show them our wounds and maybe see if there's anything they have suggestions.
It's worth a look. Although I'd imagine that if Stump can't do anything for it, I have my doubts that they could. But
Well, I mean, no. So that would mean, but the person that's most likely to be able to give a report is Khalid. And if he's got to go to the church, then he can't go to the mayor's office and to the church at the same time.
I think anyone here is capable enough to give a report on what we found.
I think you can handle that, Alex.
Cam will go talk to Talvik.
Oh, that's right.
Their
Cam
buddy.
has a relationship with him, so that works.
All right, so Cam's going to Tavik's store.
Yeah, I'll start there. Not there
Okay.
in the mayor's
Khalid
office.
and Elspeth's going to the church. What's Stump and Merkin?
So is Alex. Alex is going to the church too to have her
Alright.
wound looked at.
All right. What's Stump doing?
I'll go with Cam, I guess.
What's Merkin doing?
I'm gonna go with Cam and Stump.
All right.
So no one went to the inn.
Yeah.
So no, you have all day. I mean, you don't. All right. So we're doing this. Or we're quitting for the day.
Quit. This is a good quit.
I
Yeah,
think
we get
this
that.
is a good place to stop, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
we haven't actually
I need
interacted
to-
with anybody.
I need to plan the questions I'm gonna ask Khalid next.
Well,
I really
I
don't
know.
think we do.
On that note, Elspeth actually asked Khalid to go to the church just so that she could, like, pull him aside for a moment and be like, I wanted to apologize. It was not my intention to,
It must have been
make
really
you-"
awkward for Alex to tag along.
Sure was. It was not my intention to make you the butt of the joke, as it was.
Well, I suppose it's just.
I mean,
It
everybody
seems-
has to be the butt of the joke sometimes.
I was
Actually, they do not. But truly, this is. I'm used to this sort of thing, especially from your kind.
That's racist.
And she'll go really quiet at that, and we'll just keep talking.
Alex is gonna throw Khalid a withering look. Elspeth's finally coming out of her shell, and he clam right back up again.
And he is going to meet Alex's eyes and not look away.
Don't let him damper your spirit.
I mean, it was.
You don't ask these questions, how are you going to know?
No, I mean, it went. In my opinion, it went too far. It was my intention to try to build camaraderie, and I think that the opposite has happened. So.
And we quit.
And see, we're at the church door.
Everybody can have inspiration.
Ew.
Yay!
What if you still have inspiration?
Then you should have used it.
Oh well.
Said you were out of resources.
I just had the one GM or inspiration. That was
Inspiration
Yeah,
or
I
hero
used it
point?
I used
Inspiration.
it to get that
An
con
inspiration.
save.
All your wonderful role playing,
Yeah.
and you get 120 XP.
Ooh.
That's,
I actually forgot I had it until I was reminding Elspeth that she could use
you said
it.
120?
Yes.
So,
3, 4, 2, 6.
yeah.
And just to think, everyone, in an alternate timeline where Tab and I both remembered to roll the wild magic check, might cast dust.
Oh
Maybe-
yeah.
Maybe we all died to a fireball, and this literally is Khalid's hell.
That's amazing.
You hadn't used your Winds of Chaos, or whatever, right?
I hadn't, but I should have rolled
Okay.
a
Yeah, you
d20.
should have rolled on it. Oh well.
I feel like I need to set up a situation where you can force me to surge because you let me roll the wrong skill, and we didn't roll.
Well, the skill is just a roll. He has to bonus it to be changed, but normally you just roll and apply your bonus. It's better.
Next week,
Oh yeah.
we have to go to a hockey game apparently on Saturday night. Woo!
Okay.
Because of Tiny.
Hey,
So maybe we could do Friday instead, or
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's usually fine.
we're open.
Why is Merkin got Stump's token and Stump has Merkin's token on the
Because
party?
Felix moves shit around all the time and it's very annoying.
Tell us how you really feel, Tab.
I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter about it.
Put it on Twitter. That's how you get to people.
Oh my god. I hate everything. I take the inspiration back.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
Did you not roll hit dice, Felix?
Yep. Felix is garbled.
Felix? Felix?
The last.
Felix?
Felix! We lost Felix. Felix!
Can you hear me?
How'd you get roped
Barely
into a hockey
respect.
game?
kind of broken up.
Tiny choir singing at it.
I think it's gonna be confusing with her singing while the hockey game is going.
Yeah.
They're probably singing the anthem.
Yeah, I put that together.
Well, you didn't seem to say so.
That was the yoke.com.
Felix, you there now?
Yeah.
Can we hear you? Hello, Felix?
Oh my god. Reconnecting!
We've lost him to Canada.
I mean, the odds were good that was gonna happen.
You're like
Hello.
the worst phone line ever.
Yeah.
You're
Hey,
scratching up.
Someone make the dial-up sound.
You kind of sound like a modem trying to connect.
Oh my god, we made him leave.